break and let's get more from money. Get started at Huntington.com. The Tip-Off Show is brought to you locally by
From Rocket Arena in the heart of downtown Cleveland, we are getting ready for Cavs playoff basketball as the Cavaliers host the Detroit Pistons. I'm Mike Snyder in Cavs Studio Control, and we're about a half hour away from tonight's opening tip. Coming up on the Huntington Tip-Off Show, we'll preview the Cavs-Pistons Game 6. We'll hear from Kenny Atkinson on trying to close it out here tonight. We'll hear from Donovan on tonight's game. James, who's feeling very much at home here in Cleveland. We'll also hear from Max, Evan, and Jarrett. We'll get the Pistons side of the story, check in with Tim Alcorn, and find out about that sweater he's wearing tonight. We'll go around the NBA where the Timberwolves seek to stay alive against the Spurs later tonight, and the Knicks await the Cavs Pistons winner. Glad to have you with us as we get ready for Game 6. Cavaliers have taken a 3-2 lead in the series thanks to Wednesday's overtime win in Detroit. And the situation now is a very clear one. Cavs win tonight. It's on to the Eastern Conference Finals Sunday in New York to meet the Knicks. Cavs lose tonight, and it would mean a trip back to Detroit for Game 7 on Sunday. Cavs have been in good health as far as we know. We understand that there was some sort of a viral thing or whatever going around that Sam Merrill reportedly was under the weather on one day, but I saw Sam shooting, and he's on the roster to be available tonight. Cavs are going to stay with the same lineup that they've had with James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Dean Wade, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. And the Pistons tonight, we don't know if we're going to see Duncan Robinson. He's not in the starting lineup, but they'll go with Cade Cunningham, Janice Jenkins, Jalen Duren, Tobias Harris, and Asar Thompson, the lineup we saw Wednesday night in Game 5. The Cavaliers are in position to close out the series thanks to their dramatic win in Game 5 in Detroit, down 9, just over 2.5 minutes to go. They got stops, and boy, Evan Mobley was terrific.
Cavs down 5 with 1.5 minutes to go. Harden will walk it into the forecourt against Jenkins. Harden out front, Mobley. Evan, 3, bullseye! Evan Mobley has drawn the Cavs to within 2.
Stay with it.
Evan Mobley, his second 3 of the night. 103-101.
Boy, Mobley was phenomenal in that stretch. He hit the 3, made a couple of free throws, had a slam dunk, and a big stop at the other end. So the Cavs get to the end of regulation. They didn't get a shot off in that last possession that they had, but they go to the OT, and then after taking an early 2-point lead, this was the key sequence that was the separator.
12 on the shot clock. Harden looking for a screen. Got it from Mobley. Harden bounced to Mobley. Right side Mitchell. Don fakes the 3. Steps left. Shoots it. Buried it! Donovan Mitchell! Oh my goodness, he hit it from Ann Arbor. And now a steal by Strus. Bounce to Mitchell. Laid it up and in. Strus on the loose with the steal. Cavaliers by 7. 112-105.
And that gave the Cavs the space they needed to put the Pistons away and win it in OT, 117-113. Donovan Mitchell had a rough shooting night overall. In fact, the 3 he made late was the only 3 he made all night. He had missed his first 7 attempts, but he did finish with 21 points on getting the win. Here's what he said.
I think just the fact that we just needed that game to not be down 3-2. But, I mean, obviously we're going to have to win the game at some point in order for us to advance. And the biggest thing was just why not this one, right? And even though, we were down 8 at half, made a run, they made a run. Like, it's not just going to be, you come out and swing and then we don't get hit back, right? And I think the biggest thing, we've talked about it nonstop, is just withstanding the blows.
And how about Evan Mobley? 7 of the Cavs' 9 points in that closeout to tie the game. And he knocked down 2 free throws, which I think was big. What was he thinking as he stood there at the stripe?
Make them. Make both of them. We need it. We need every point we can get. And, calm your nerves, knock them down.
That was great to see because you know he's going to be in that situation again. The big guy has not knocked him down like that, but boy, it's great to hear. You can really hear the confidence in him, the way he put it there. And James Harden, who had a 30-point game to go with 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 block shots. I mean, James did a little bit of everything, and he was impressed. You know, there were a lot of Cavs fans in Detroit. Many of them were there, courtesy of Dan Gilbert, the Cavaliers owner, treating them with tickets to the game, travel, as they sent busloads to Detroit, food and beverages and all of that on the Cleveland Vibe. Listen to what James says.
I'm just happy and excited to be a part of, this organization and the direction that they're going. Give me the opportunity. I'm going to try to take full advantage of it, but definitely see, how well connected the organization and the city are. They're all literally one whole family, and it's a beautiful thing to be a part of.
And let's get back to the bottom line for tonight. The series is not over, and Donovan puts it this way.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's 3-2. The series is not over by any means necessary. And I think that was the message portrayed in here. Like, it was great to get it on the road. Yay, whoop-de-doo, but, we got to protect home court. And I think that's been our message. And if we do that, then next round it's the same thing, right? So I think the biggest thing is just continue to stay even keel. And I think the playoff experience allows you to do that.
Well, they have protected their home court in every postseason game thus far. They get it done tonight. They'll be moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Well, let's head up to the Joe Tate Perch as Tim Alcorn, of course, he and Jim Jones and Serena get ready to bring you all of the action tonight. And Tim, tonight, though, boy, especially I saw you just a little bit ago. I like that sweater you're wearing there as we have some great thoughts tonight, correct?
Michael, it is Joe Tate's birthday tonight. So, yes, I have one of his sweaters. It was gifted to me by his daughter. And I promised Karen, I said, Karen, if the Cavs ever play a playoff game on May 15th, because that's playoff time.
Right.
I said, I will wear that sweater on Joe's birthday in a playoff game. So here I am in the Joe Tate Perch and a Joe Tate sweater.
All right, that is just awesome. I saw you're looking great there, and let's hope now you get that.
It's a little big on me, Mike.
Well, it is now. I mean, I'll tell you, you are sleek, Mr. Alcorn, but it's hanging on you, but that's all right. You're wearing the right shirt tonight. As Joe is looking down, he's shaking his head. I'm sure he has a remark to make. I'll try to think of what he would say.
Yeah.
But you know it would be something, though, right?
Yeah. Timothy, don't wear it again.
Yeah, it might be something to that effect. Why are you doing that? Right. All right, let's get to the bottom line, Tim. It's a very clear situation for the Cavs, but you just know Detroit's going to come here with everything they got, don't you?
Listen, J.B. Bickerstaff said in his post-game press conference after Game 5, we will scratch, claw, kick, punch. I mean, he used those words, not me. They will do everything they can tonight to get this thing back to Detroit on Sunday.
Yeah, and that's the last thing we really want to see happen from the Cavs' perspective. You know, sometimes, Tim, I think basketball, we break it all down, just make some shots, and I just think that the Cavs, it's surprising now, the Pistons don't take as many threes as the Cavs do, but percentage-wise, they're shooting better from the three-point beyond the line than the Cavs are.
And if you had told me that coming into the series, I would have said, there's no way. What have you been drinking? But listen, to their credit, they've been able to knock down some shots. Now, the splits, as they call them, between road and home, the Cavaliers certainly shoot it better here at Rocket Arena. And, of course, they've been playing so well at home that you would hope that would carry over into tonight, and this home crowd could fuel the Cavaliers. But they're in for a war out here tonight. There is no doubt about that.
Well, the place will be rocking. The atmosphere is going to be phenomenal tonight with that crowd behind them. Hopefully, Tim, when we talk before another game, I hope we're in New York City on Sunday.
Let's talk Sunday from MSG. How's that, Mike?
I like that plan. Look forward to the call tonight, Tim.
Sounds great. Thanks, Mike.
Tim Alcorn, he and Jim Jones and Serena Winters getting ready to bring you all of the action. It's Game 6 here at Rocket Arena. Cavs with a 3-2 series lead. They can close it out tonight. What is it going to take to get it done? We're going to hear from Kenny Atkinson after this time out of the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
5 seconds of summer are back. See them live in concert in Cleveland. 5 seconds of summer. Everyone's a Star World Tour. Playing songs off their new album, including Not Okay. Live at Rocket Arena June 9th. Plus special guests. Get tickets now at rocketarena.com. 5 Seconds of Summer. The brand new album, Everyone's a Star, is available everywhere now. For more, visit 5sauce.com.
Now at McDonald's, a McDouble is only $2.50. So you can get your gym gains on or just get lunch for only $2.50. Get more value on the under $3 menu.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Rod Stewart. A night of hit after hit after hit. August 11th, Rocket Arena. Rod Stewart with special guest Richard Marx. Tickets on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss an electrifying night with the icon, Rod Stewart. One last time.
Now at McDonald's, a sausage McMuffin is only $1.50. So stop dreaming about breakfast sausage and go get it. Get more value on the under $3 menu.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
ASAP Rocky presents Don't Be Dumb Tour. Live in Cleveland. ASAP Rocky. Performing at Rocket Arena Friday, May 29th. The new album, Don't Be Dumb, is out now. Get tickets now at rocketarena.com. This is the dumbest tour of all time. ASAP Rocky, presented by Cash App.
The game tip is coming up, and playoff intensity is about to take over. Once again, Mike Snyder on the Huntington Tip-Off Show.
Glad to have you with us as we get closer to the opening tip, Cavs and Pistons Game 6. Time to hear from head coach Kenny Atkinson, brought to you by Discount Drug Mart, your pregame one-stop shop that saves you the runaround. Coach met with the media just a little bit ago, and he was asked about trying to close out this series tonight.
I mean, it's a great opportunity. I think opportunity is the word the guys are using. You know, in being at home here in front of our great crowd, it's an opportunity. But we know, you know, we also have appropriate fear, right? Like respect, especially what Detroit did against Orlando, right? So they have experience in this situation. Or a gritty group. You know, it's going to be like every game. Every game's pretty much been like, you know, if you go back and look, it could have gone either way, really. So I expect another game. It could go either way.
Kenny, there was a lot of talk about mental toughness after Game 5, and you guys have been on the other side of that kind of a game a handful of times over the last couple of years. Do you think that being in the position where you find a way to win that game can change who you are as a group for the better?
I mean, you know, I do think wins like that, it builds your confidence in those situations, you know. That's why, you know, what's that old cliche, you know, battle tested. It's like, man, you've gone through failure and, you know, and now you start to get success, and hopefully success is. I think that's how teams grow. So hoping that's the case with us.
How important has Evan's playmaking been to your offensive success?
Huge, you know, especially with the pressure they're putting on our ball handlers. And going back to the Toronto series, right? Like, man, you know, if they're going to full court press and try to wear down our main ball handlers, he becomes the kind of de facto, you know, third ball handler. And, you know, that's a lot of the work he put in this summer, you know. So he's really reading the situations right, you know, most of the time. We're going to have to keep utilizing him in that role.
One of your better lineups has been with, I think it's Harden, Schroeder, Strus, Wade, and Allen. What do you like about that particular combination? And again, just kind of going back to Allen with Harden and that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, Jay and James with the roll, you know, roller to the rim. And then I think Dennis gives us a different dynamic. He's our curveball, right? All of a sudden he comes and it's like he's speeding all over the place, and it you know, it allows James to get off the ball which is good, gives us balance, and he does a good job of like balancing that with Dennis, you know, and wants Dennis to be aggressive, always tells him to be aggressive. So I think that's you know, that's part of the reason why it's been good.
It seems amazing. Strus comes up with these big plays in the key junctures of the game. Have you noticed that pretty much?
He's wild thing, like in a great way, right? In a competitive way. He's a risk taker. He's got obviously, really good instincts, athletic instincts, multi-sport kid, right? And I think his competitiveness, his maniacal competitiveness helps in those moments. And it's not one time, right? Like this has been over since I've been here. Like, man, got to throw Max in there. We need a important play on both ends.
For sure, Max Strus, he's been battle-tested in Miami before he arrived here, joining the Cavaliers. Hey, this season, when a Cavalanche presented by Wendy's takes place at Rocket Arena, all fans will win one free small Frosty the day after the game. Visit any Northeast Ohio Wendy's location to redeem. Cavaliers, Pistons, we're getting close to Game 6. Back after this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Hear that? That's Ralphie, my poodle. And he's happy because he's about to get a piece of cheese. Yeah, there's a pill hiding in that piece of cheese, but Ralphie doesn't seem to mind. Cheese is cheese. I get all his medications at Discount Drug Mart because I know the Drug Mart pharmacy carries only the highest quality, from heartworm and flea to antibiotics and pain meds. And they're all at super low prices, so I can afford that fancy kibble he likes so much. And that makes me as happy as Ralphie. Thanks, Discount Drug Mart.
Join the action on the court in Cleveland with Caesars Sportsbook. Download the app to bet the Cavs game or all the game day excitement across the league. Plus, every bet earns with Caesars Rewards, so you can score big at more than 50 destinations. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call the Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-589-9966. Caesars Sportsbook is a proud sports betting partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You ever feel like your money is just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money is always doing something.
Like what?
Like automatically pushing more to savings so you can take that trip.
I like trips.
Who doesn't? It even tracks your progress. You're almost there.
Wow, I better pack.
And it charts your spending so you know which vacation hat you can afford.
How does it know I like hats?
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Hear that? That's the sound of traffic when I used to go to the pharmacy multiple times a month to pick up my prescriptions. Such a waste of time. Hear that? That's my grandkids playing in the backyard. Since I joined Discount Drug Mart's Sync Your Meds program, I have so much more time for them. Drug Mart's pharmacists make sure all my prescriptions are in stock and ready on the same day each month, so I can pick them all up with just one trip. Grandpa! Who wants a cookie? Discount Drug Mart saves me the runaround.
We are about 20 minutes away from the opening tip to Game 6 here at Rocket Arena. Mike Snyder with you from Cavaliers Studio Control. Cavs going to go with the lineup of Mitchell, Harden, Wade, Mobley, and Allen. The Pistons counter with Thompson, Harris, Duran, Jenkins, and, of course, Cade Cunningham. Now, while the Cavs and the Pistons go at it in Game 6 here, later tonight in Minneapolis, the Timberwolves will look to keep their season alive when they host the Spurs, who lead that series 3-2. Here's Minnesota's Anthony Edwards on facing elimination.
I don't see nobody in the locker room that's too worried. At the end of the day, man, it's another basketball game. So you come out, put your boots on, and get ready to go to war.
Now, while the Cavaliers and Pistons go at one another, the New York Knicks await the winner of this series. So they've had a lot of time off after sweeping the Sixers. They also report today that OG Anunoby, who's been dealing with a hamstring issue, he was a full participant in practice. So it looks like the Knicks will be healthy for the Eastern Conference Finals. And again, the Cavaliers, with a win tonight, would go to New York and begin that series on Sunday. If they don't get it done tonight, they got to go back to Detroit for a Game 7 on Sunday. Now, the Detroit side of things, we heard from some of the Cavs after losing to the Cavs in Game 5. What are they saying? Here's J.B. Bickerstaff.
You're going to have to choke the life out of this team, right? We're not going to go down without a fight. We're not going to go down without kicking, punching, crabbing, clawing, and that's just who we are. And we've been in this position before, and we were able to work our way through it. And I expect our guys to be ready mentally to go out and compete at a high level and, bring this thing back here.
Well, they faced elimination really 3 times in the Orlando series. Cade Cunningham has this to say about that.
You know, being up 3-2 is an advantage for them. It's first to 4 wins, though. We know that. We've had our back against the wall before. And at the end of the day, I mean, if we can't win a game on the road, how far are we really going to get in the playoffs? How far are we going to get in this league? So, got to go win a game on the road. That's what we're going to go do.
Well, that's what the Cavaliers did the other night in Detroit. Now, can they continue to protect their home floor? That's the challenge this evening against the Detroit team. As you heard from their coach, they are going to bring everything they can to the floor tonight. Hey, show your support for the Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Harvest for Hunger program. Donate to the Cavs Food Drive presented by Trusted Sec now at greaterclevelandfoodbank.org/Cavs Food Drive. That's greaterclevelandfoodbank.org/Cavs Food Drive. This is the Huntington Tip-Off Show. We're getting closer to the opening tip. We'll get a thought from Donovan as they get ready for Game 6. That's next on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
The biggest party of the year is here. Zach Brown Band Love and Fear Tour, presented by Margaritaville at Sea. Saturday, July 18th, Rocket Arena. Zach Brown Band. With special guests. Fitz and the Tantrums. Tickets are on sale now at ZachBrownBand.com. Don't miss Zach Brown Band. Love and Fear. Live.
Now at McDonald's, a McDouble is only $2.50. So you can get your gym gains on or just get lunch for only $2.50. Get more value on the under $3 menu.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Inspired by Cavs legend Nick Gilbert, the Gilly Project and NFX fund research and raise awareness about neurofibromatosis, or NF, a genetic condition that causes tumors to grow on nerves throughout the body. Despite the challenges of NF, Nick was a light and inspiration throughout his 27 years. Nick's legacy lives on through these organizations and his iconic bow tie, now a symbol of hope for families affected by NF. Help carry on Nick's fight at nfxdetroit.org.
Now at McDonald's, a sausage McMuffin is only $1.50. So stop dreaming about breakfast sausage and go get it. Get more value on the under $3 menu.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
Disney's Descendants, Zombies, and Camp Rock Worlds Collide Tour is coming. Celebrate hit songs from the movies, performed live, starring Malachi Barton, Liamani Segura, Dara Renee, Makana Knife, Hudson Stone, Sway Mbatia, Kiara Romero, and Alexandro Bird. More worlds will collide in a new, bigger show. October 25th at Rocket Arena. Get tickets now at worldscollidetour.com.
Cavaliers and Pistons on the floor, getting ready for Game 6 here at Rocket Arena, and it is going to be rocking this evening, hopefully pushing the Cavaliers by these Detroit Pistons. As we look at our keys to the game, brought to you by your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. For all Toyota offers, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. Well, the Cavs one win away from taking the series. Here's Donovan Mitchell's thoughts.
This is great for the group. This is why we work so hard. This is why you made the move to get James and Dennis and Keon. Obviously it's exciting to get that win and get one step closer, but we haven't done anything yet, so I can't even go there, right, mentally. You're allowed to feel and be human, but I can't even put myself in that position because we haven't accomplished that yet.
And, of course, the Eastern Conference Finals or the Conference Finals, something Donovan, as a player, has not achieved even before he was here. He's gotten to this round, but never to the next round. Will that happen tonight? Will that breakthrough happen tonight? Well, we are shortly going to find out. As that does it for tonight's Huntington Tip-Off Show. I'll be back at the half for the McDonald's halftime report. Brad Sellers will join me. We'll get his thoughts on the first half and the preview of the second half. And, of course, Brad's with me following the game on the Cavs post-game show. We'll hear from Coach Kenny, Donovan, James, and company. And you can always text us 216-440-9566 throughout the game and, of course, afterwards. The Cavs and the Pistons are about set for the start of Game 6. All of the action is straight ahead on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Join the action on the court in Cleveland with Caesar Sportsbook. Download the app to bet the Cavs game or all the game day excitement across the league. Plus, every bet earns with Caesar's rewards, so you can score big at more than 50 destinations. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call the Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-589-9966. Caesar Sportsbook is a proud sports betting partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hear that? That's Ralphie, my poodle. And he's happy because he's about to get a piece of cheese. Yeah, there's a pill hiding in that piece of cheese, but Ralphie doesn't seem to mind. Cheese is cheese. I get all his medications at Discount Drug Mart because I know the Drug Mart pharmacy carries only the highest quality, from heartworm and flea to antibiotics and pain meds. And they're all at super low prices. So I can afford that fancy kibble he likes so much. And that makes me as happy as Ralphie. Thanks, Discount Drug Mart.
Join the action on the court in Cleveland with Caesar Sportsbook. Download the app to bet the Cavs game or all the game day excitement across the league. Plus, every bet earns with Caesar's rewards, so you can score big at more than 50 destinations. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call the Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-589-9966. Caesar Sportsbook is a proud sports betting partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hear that? That's the sound of traffic when I used to go to the pharmacy multiple times a month to pick up my prescriptions. Such a waste of time. Hear that? That's my grandkids playing in the backyard. Since I joined Discount Drug Mart's Sync Your Meds program, I have so much more time for them. Drug Mart's pharmacists make sure all my prescriptions are in stock and ready on the same day each month, so I can pick them all up with just one trip. Who wants a cookie? Discount Drug Mart saves me the runaround.
The Huntington Tip-Off Show was presented by Huntington. Let's get more from today, not just tomorrow. Switch to Huntington Bank and let's get more from money. Get started at huntington.com. Up next, it's Cavaliers basketball. Brought to you locally by Time now for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball. Here to bring you all the action are Tim Alcorn and Jim Jones.
From the Joe Tate Perch at Rocket Arena in downtown Cleveland. Good Friday evening, everyone, and welcome to Cavaliers playoff basketball along the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. Tonight, it's Game 6 of this first round Eastern Conference semifinal between the Cavaliers and the Detroit Pistons, and the Cavaliers here on their home floor with the opportunity to close out the series, win it 4-2, and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals against the New York Knicks. Of course, Detroit will attempt to make that not happen. They want to tie this series at 3 games apiece and send it back to the Motor City for a 7th and deciding game, which would be on Sunday. Cavaliers have won 3 straight in this series after Detroit took the first 2 on their home floor, 111-101 and 107-97. Cavs bounce back here at Rocket Arena in games 3 and 4 and up into the Pistons 116-109 and 112-103. And then that titanic classic battle on Wednesday night that went to overtime as the Cavs rallied from 9 down with under 3 minutes to go, overtook the Pistons in OT and won it 117-113 to set up tonight's 6th game here at Rocket Arena. Great to have you with us on this Friday night, and great as always to have sitting right next to me here in the Joe Tate Perch, my great friend and broadcast partner, Cavalier legend, in fact, Wall of Honor inductee for the Cavaliers in Jim Jones. So Jim, as I mentioned, the Cavs have won 3 in a row, and that huge, just stirring win on Wednesday night in overtime. How much does momentum factor into tonight's game. Both for the Cavaliers having won 3 in a row in their first road win Wednesday. And, of course, for Detroit having lost 3 straight and really letting Game 5 get away from them.
Well, I don't know if it got away from them. And, everybody keeps saying we stole them. You don't steal those games. You win those games. And as far as momentum, you mentioned that last game, too, about how important was momentum. It's everything, because momentum is just another sign of confidence. And you have to be confident when you're playing this game. The Pistons, the stakes are higher than ever. They have no margin for error, Tim. Then plus, they've got to solve some riddles. They've got to find a second and a third score. And they also have to learn how to play with this faster pace. Duren cannot run. He's not an up-tempo guy. Neither is Cunningham and neither is Harris. That's 3 of their starters. So if we just up the tempo, they're going to be uncomfortable.
Well, let me flip that on you then. You mentioned that the Pistons need to solve some riddles.
Yes, they do.
Cavs have won 3 in a row. What have they solved to win those 3 games?
They're playing more defense. They're playing a lot more defense. They're really holding the Pistons to about 102, 103 points a game. And that's where they need to be. The Pistons have yet to really deal with our backcourt matchup. Those 2 dynamic guards of Harden and Mitchell are dominating. They're doing whatever they want to do. They can't leave them. They can't leave them because either one of them can beat you. And the 2 bigs are playing in unison. They're covering the whole floor, Tim. And so the bench play of Strus and Schroeder, big time. They just have to play. They can't get caught up on statements by coaches that you're going to have to strangle us. That's fear. He knows he's got some issues. The question is, can you overcome it in 48 hours? Personally, I don't think you can. I think what we have to do is play hard and stay with it and let the pressure build.
Speaking of pressure, it certainly is on Detroit. Lose tonight, you're heading back to Detroit. Your season is over. How much pressure is on the team that's up 3-2 on their home floor to say, we don't want to go back to Detroit either?
Well, I don't think they're saying that. I think what they're saying, let's win this one. Don't think about Detroit. Let's win this one. And notice I said win. Don't play to keep from losing. Play to win the game. Playing to win the game is courage. Playing to keep from losing is fear. And players know that. They've got 2 veterans out here that are leading them. All they've got is Cunningham and their coach. I think it's not going to be enough because I don't think in 48 hours you can cure something that's been going this way. They don't look to Durham. They really don't get him involved, and it's messing with him. Our bigs know about that, too, when you don't get significant touches. Everything is Cunningham, which makes it a little easier for our defense to focus on stopping them 5-on-5.
As Cavs fans listen tonight, all along our audioverse, what are some things that they'll need to keep a keen ear on? What are some keys to this game for the Cavs?
The key is our backcourt. If they're playing well or one of them is playing well, tremendous advantage for us. If our bigs are active and they're running the floor and they're playing with pace and rebounding, that's huge for us. If the Pistons come out and they're struggling early, that hurts them. Then they've got to recover, and then they've got to build momentum. Not like coming out with momentum and trying to sustain it. There's a huge difference. The Cavs are going to come out. My biggest concern is the officiating, but we haven't let the officiating determine our effort, and then that shows growth on our part. You have to be physical. They're going to let you play in the first quarter, so you might as well play.
Cavaliers with an opportunity to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 8 years. The Detroit Pistons stand in their way. It's Game 6, Cavs and Pistons at Rocket Arena here in downtown Cleveland. We've set the stage. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll bring you the starting lineups in the opening tip. That follows this on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Some moments you never forget, like the buzzer beater that brought the house down.
Cavs out of timeout. Strus into Mobley. Back to Max. Half-court shot. Good! Good! He hit it! Cavs win!
Being a part of Cavs United presented by KeyBank means more than just a seat for tip-off. It's legacy, family, and it's your all-access pass to memories at Rocket Arena that'll last a lifetime. Join Cavs United for the 2026-2027 season and create more moments that matter together. Visit Cavs.com/enroll today.
You guys already know Wendy's makes the best hamburgers with fresh, never frozen beef. And now we're taking the flavor up a notch with the new Jalapeno Ranch Cheeseburger. Yup, we put jalapenos and ranch on our already hot and juicy beef. And I believe introductions are in order. Meat, meat, heat. Heat, meat, meat. I can tell they're going to be good friends. So get a perfectly spiced hamburger only at Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. Hours may vary by location.
Cavs fans, if you've ever wanted a real piece of the game, this is your moment. The Cleveland Cavaliers and the Realists have teamed up to bring authentic game-use items to fans throughout the season. Be the first to know when new collections go live, get access to bid on exclusive items, and stay connected to the moments that matter. Visit Cavs.com/memorabilia to learn more or text REAL to 30594 to join the list and never miss your shot at owning a piece of the game.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Let's play some Cavaliers playoff basketball. Tonight, Game 6, Cavaliers and Pistons here at Rocket Arena in downtown Cleveland. And tonight's Cavs-Pistons Game 6 matchup all along the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audioverse is being brought to you by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. By Huntington, let's get more for money. Switch to Huntington Bank at huntington.com. By McDonald's, score a $2 large fry every time the Cavs win, only in the McDonald's app. And by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's a look at the Cleveland Clinic inactive roster report. Cleveland Clinic, proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's blank for both teams. Both teams are fully healthy and ready to go. So with that, our Huntington starting lineups brought to you by Huntington. For the Detroit Pistons, the backcourt will be Danis Jenkins along with Cade Cunningham. The forwards, Asar Thompson and Tobias Harris. And in the middle for the Pistons, it will be Jalen Duren. The Cavaliers Huntington starting lineup before this roaring crowd here at Rocket Arena will be brought to you courtside with the one and only Ahmad Crump.
It's time to let them know. It's time to be the starting lineup for your Cleveland Cavaliers. First, we have the guard. He's from Arizona State, numero uno, James Harden. He's the other guard. He's from Louisville, number 45, Spider, Donovan Mitchell. The forward, he's from Kansas State, number 32, D-Wade. The other four, he's from USC, number 4, Evan Mobley. The man in the middle, he's from Texas, wearing number 31, Jared Allen.
That's the Huntington starting lineup for the Cavaliers by Ahmad Crump down on the floor here at Rocket Arena. And of course, if the Cavs win tonight, well, not only does it send them to the Eastern Conference Finals, But if the Cavs win, you win. How's that? Well, download the McDonald's app for the Cavs $2 large fry offer. McDonald's, I'm loving it. And we have had a real winner with us throughout the postseason on the Cavaliers Audioverse. Did a great job all season long on the television side for the Cavaliers, but we've been thrilled to have Serena Winters with us for every playoff game. And Serena, again, just an electric atmosphere for this Cavalier team as they take the floor tonight.
How lucky are we to be here, Tim? Well, if you walked around that Cavaliers locker room as I did before this game, the word you hear over and over is opportunity. The opportunity to punch their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals in front of this home crowd is not something they're taking lightly. At the same time, they're very aware of what Detroit just did to Orlando in the first round. Kenny Atkinson calls it appropriate fear. The Pistons were in this exact spot heading into Game 6, down 3-2, went into Orlando and won on the Magic score, then closed it out back home. And for Donovan Mitchell, as hungry as he is to get past the second round for the first time in his career, he said the challenge is staying even-keeled in a game like this.
Well, at the end of the day, it's 3-2. The series is not over by any means necessary. I think that was the message portrayed in here. Like, it was great to get it on the road. Yay, whoop-de-doo, but, like, we got to protect home court, and I think that's been our message. And if we do that, then next round is the same thing, right? So I think the biggest thing is just continue to stay even keel, and I think the playoff experience allows you to do that.
Well, you know how much Donovan loves playing in this building. He's over 30 a night at home in these playoffs, and as a team, the Cavs are shooting 8% better here at Rocket Arena. But as much as making shots matters, Tim, the number one thing on tonight's scouting report is simple: win the possession game, according to Coach Kenny Atkinson.
There we go. Great stuff from Serena, as always, as the Cavaliers and the Pistons take the floor. Detroit in their whites. White shirts, white shorts, red numbers trimmed in blue with blue lettering. Cavaliers in the classic blues. They've brought them out again, the classic blue uniforms, blue shirts, blue shorts, white letters and numbers with wine and gold trim. Towels are waving. 19,000 plus are on their feet. Our crew chief, Zach Zarba, ready to put the ball in the air. It'll be Zach Zarba, James Williams, and Nick Bookert on the floor tonight. Jared Allen controls the tip. We are underway. Game 6. Cavaliers going right to left here in the first half of play. They're heading towards that Piston bench. Here's Mobley on the left side. Mobley on the handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell being held on to out front. Ooh, we've got an offensive foul called on Donovan Mitchell, as we'll say he was hooking Asar Thompson.
Hey, Tim, it was definitely the other way around. Maybe they're trying to balance some stuff off, but you've got to keep playing.
So Detroit with their first possession just underway here at Rocket Arena. Here's Cade Cunningham out front against Dean Wade. Cunningham coming off a 39-point effort. Comes left of the lane, right wing, Tobias Harris, three, no. Rebound slapped out front. Duran just slapped it out of bounds.
And good job by the Cavaliers. They contested Harris's jump shot, Tim. Donovan was closing out. That means something.
Evan Mobley will bring the ball to the forecourt, net by Tobias Harris. Mobley swings it to Harden. Harden into the paint, floats, scores! James Harden with the first 2 points of the ball game. Harden coming off a 30.8 rebound, 6-assist game on Wednesday. Cavs with the first 2 points. Cade Cunningham, top of the key for Detroit. Cunningham draws Mitchell on a switch. Cunningham on the left-hand dribble. Pulls up at the foul line, forces up a shot, left it short, rebound Harden, his pass, stolen by Asar Thompson. League leader in steals, got it out front to Jenkins, and his three, no, rebound Duran. Duran in traffic, slammed into Harden, no foul called. They work it right side to Jenkins, he misses a three. Duran with the putback, he missed it, and then the ball tipped to Asar Thompson. Got it out front to Cunningham, he'll drive and score.
Well, they missed 2 fouls on that possession, Tim. You got to stay with it, Cavaliers.
2-2 ball game. 10:15 to go here in the first quarter. Mobley into the paint. Backing down Harris, hooks and scores. Evan Mobley gives the Cavaliers a 4-2 lead.
Looks like a mismatch to me. Harris trying to guard Mobley.
Here's Tobias Harris on the right wing. Harris, one of the lane to the baseline. Cut off by Harden. Harden hit the basketball, so now Harris has a dribble. Harris, 6 on the clock. Harris got it out front to Asar Thompson. Thompson against Mobley. Thompson left of the lane, fadeaway short. Rebound grab by Evan Mobley. Cavs with the ball and a 4-2 lead. Mobley left of the lane. Mobley into the paint. Mobley right of the lane, spinning into the paint, shoots, missed. Rebound grab by Jalen Duren for Detroit.
Tim, they're letting Mobley initiate the offense. I like that idea.
At the other end, ball knocked out of bounds, and it went off Jared Allen of the Cavaliers.
I like that idea, Tim. Let Mobley initiate the offense, and then you've got Harden and you've got Mitchell spotting up.
Inbounds right corner to Harris. Flips it out front to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham against Wade. Cunningham lob to Duren. Duren feeds baseline left to Asar Thompson. Thompson with 5 on the clock. Out front to Cunningham, 3 on the clock. Cunningham defended well, unloads a 3, missed it. Rebound Asar Thompson. Left wing Cunningham, 3, good. Second chance points.
That's right. But that's all right. That's something that can be cured.
5-4, Pistons by 1. Harden, straight away 3 ball. That's too strong. Rebound comes off to Danis Jenkins. Long pass down the floor. Asar Thompson put it up and in. He got a push from James Harden. And Asar Thompson has a chance for an and one.
And that's usually what happens. When you take a quick shot, which we call early in the clock, and you miss it like Harden missed that one, and they get the defensive rebound, they're off to the races.
Hey, the 2026 Cavs Playoffs collection is available at center court locations and also online. Fans score free shipping on online orders over $50. So get your playoff gear at Cavs.com/shop. Asar Thompson hits that free throw to complete the three-point play. 8-4. Detroit leading with 8:40 to go first quarter. Here's Mobley. Mobley at the three-point arc. Mobley comes around Danis Jenkins, left of the lane. He'll flip it up, miss it. Tipped up and in by Jared Allen. Allen follows the Mobley miss, gets the Cavs to within 2 at 8-6. Detroit to the other end. Tobias Harris right in front of the Cavalier bench. Back to the basket. Harris, foul line to Thompson. His shot is good. Asar Thompson, not known for his scoring. Average 9.9 in the regular season, 8.3 in the playoffs. 10.6, 10-6. 10-6, Cavs down by 4. Here's Mitchell at the half-court line. Mitchell had it poked away by Asar Thompson. And Thompson just barreled into Mitchell at the half-court line as Donovan, looking like a football player right there, he got crushed from behind by Asar Thompson.
And Tim, they weren't going to call that foul. That's what makes it so crazy. If Kenny Atkinson doesn't jump up, I don't think they make that call, honestly. He literally pushed him down.
Boy, now Asar Thompson has the gumption to talk to Zach Zarba about it. Like, you're going to call that? And now, got an official timeout for what? I don't know.
Jenkins has lost his shoe. And for that, they call an official timeout? Really? Come on, guys. Come on. Really?
7:55 to go first quarter. Cavs and Pistons, game 6. Detroit with a 10-6 lead. You know, you can create a free Cavs rewards account and link your card to be automatically entered to win 2026 Cavs playoff tickets. So join. Go to Cavs.com/rewards. And they allow Danis Jenkins to reattach his shoe. Cavaliers will inbound. Mitchell at the scorer's table tosses it to James Harden. Harden against Danis Jenkins. Harden now picked up by Harris on a switch.
Well, they're in the zone. They're in the matchup zone.
Harden now draws Duren.
Oh, I like
Harden, 10 on the clock. Steps back, 3. Good! James Harden. That patented step-back 3 ball. And the Cavaliers are within 1 at 10-9.
We'll take that switch any day.
Here's Danis Jenkins, gets by Mitchell, right corner to Harris. Harris into the paint, leans in, and it rolls out. Rebound grab by Evan Mobley. Ahead to Harden. Harden crosses the half-court line. Harden around an Allen screen. Harden to the baseline, over his shoulder to Mobley. Mobley with 14 on the clock. Gets it to Donovan Mitchell at the half-court line. Mitchell with 8 on the clock against Tobias Harris. Mitchell steps back. 3, hung on the rim and dropped in. Donovan Mitchell, it wasn't picture perfect, but it fell through. And the Cavaliers are up 12-10 on the Mitchell 3-ball, his first points in the ball game. Duren driving by Allen. Duren, run of the lane, banks and scores. Jalen Duren, with his first 2 points of the ball game, ties things at 12. Cavaliers with the basketball. Again, going right to left, heading towards the Piston bench. Mobley, right of the circle, flipped it out front. Jenkins tipped it, but Harden took it away from him. Almost another Cavalier turnover. Harden against Danis Jenkins. Harden had it knocked away. Asar Thompson with the steal. He blows right by Harden. Now he'll lob to Cunningham, but he can't convert. Out of there, Harden. Ahead to Mobley. Right side to Mitchell. Mitchell, right of the lane, into the lane. Shot puts, missed. Rebound grab by Jalen Duren. 6 minutes off the clock here in the first. 12-12 game. Tobias Harris had it knocked away. Harden ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell, left to the lane, driving by Duren. Flipped it up, and a foul will be called on Jalen Duren. And that'll put Donovan Mitchell at the free throw line after the timeout. The crowd is up. The towels are waving. 5:53 to go. First quarter. Cavs 12. Pistons 12. On the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. Harden, top of the key. Bounce to Mobley. Pow! Oh, a no-look bounce from James Harden to Evan Mobley.
The 2026 Cleveland Cavaliers playoffs presented by Redfin are here, and we want to see you at Rocket Arena.
8 on the shot clock. Mitchell steps left. 3. Tiger! Donovan Mitchell doing special, magnetic Donovan Mitchell things.
Secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at Cavs.com/playoffs.
Your summer starts here in the stylishly affordable Toyota Corolla. Now through June 1st, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 26 Corolla or Corolla Hybrid. Excludes GR and Corolla Cross models. Or lease a new gas-powered Corolla LE for $209 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey, you mind keeping it down up there, please?
KeyBank will meet you in that I need new neighbors moment.
Rick, it's your mortgage loan officer, Beth. I was in the neighborhood and wanted to let you know your home loan application's been approved.
Beth, you're always there for me, and not a moment too soon.
Are your neighbors bowling with grand pianos again?
And apparently raising livestock?
Ugh. For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 399797. At Cleveland Clinic, the mission is to create a healthier world. So you give every life the best chance to thrive. You tackle health issues at the root of their cause. You go beyond your walls to make theirs a little safer. And when it's all said and done, you reinvest everything to keep bettering the world. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Harden now picked up by Harris on a switch.
Well, they're in the zone. They're in the matchup zone.
Harden now draws Duren.
Oh, I like
Harden, 10 on the clock. Steps back, 3. Good! James Harden. That patented step-back 3-ball. And the Cavaliers are within 1 at 10-9.
We'll take that switch any day.
Mitchell with 8 on the clock against Tobias Harris. Mitchell steps back, 3. Hung on the rim and dropped in. Donovan Mitchell, it wasn't picture perfect, but it fell through. And the Cavaliers are up 12-10 on the Mitchell 3-ball, his first points in the ball game. Cavaliers and Pistons tied at 12. 5:53 to go, first quarter of play. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones. We're in the Joe Tate Perch, and down below is Serena Winters. Serena?
Well, Tim, Kenny was talking before this game about how important Evan's playmaking has been to their offensive success, especially with all the ball pressure shown to James and Donovan. Obviously, we've seen him taking the ball up the court quite a bit. That was something they talked about in the huddle. Evan talking with James and Donovan about how they want him to attack. And, guys, Evan is actually averaging 4.2 assists a game in the postseason. That's second most on the team. He's also got the second most touches on the team. So you can see how they're utilizing Evan differently in the postseason, guys.
Yeah, and the reason why, Serena, they're using him like that is because no one's going to leave Harden and no one's going to leave Mitchell. So that's going to leave the middle of the floor open for other opportunities. And once those guys get it, there's some gaps that they can take people off the dribble. Great strategy by Kenny. Thanks, Serena.
Mitchell hit that first free throw, 86% from the line in the playoffs. Donovan second, perfect. Cavaliers with a 2-point lead, 14-12. As the Cavaliers have inserted Max Strus into the ball game.
Bulldog.
Of course, Strus coming off that 20-point game on Wednesday, including 6 threes. Here's Karis LeVert for Detroit, bouncing the left corner to Thompson. He couldn't get to it, tried to save it. That was futile. And the basketball belongs to the Cavaliers, as now Dennis Schroeder and Sam Merrill will check in for the Cavaliers. So Kenny Atkinson going 3 deep into his bench. And again, Sam Merrill, one of those with the Cavaliers that really was fighting a nasty flu bug that went through the team. As Schroeder brings it across the half-court line, gave it off to Allen. Allen lob on the right sideline to Harden. He bobbled it, got it back. Harden 8 on the clock. James Harden against Karis LeVert. Harden on the right sideline. Harden at the three-point arc. Harden to the baseline. Pulls up, jumper, good! James Harden as the shot clock went off. Makes it 16-12. Cavaliers by 4.
He looks good tonight, Tim.
He's got 7 early points. Harris, lob left side to Danis Jenkins. Jenkins left of the lane against Schroeder. Gives it on the right side to Duren. Duren muscling into Allen. Flipped it up with the left hand and scored. So Jalen Duren makes it a 16-14 ball game. Strus will bring it across the half-court line. In the middle to Allen. Allen at the base of the center circle. Allen on the dribble to the left side. Says, I don't want it. Gave it off to Harden. Harden in front of the Piston bench. Harden to the baseline. Double team. Left wing to Schroeder. Out front Strus. Max with a 3. Nope. Long rebound. Allen tips it. Scramble for the ball. Strus down on the ground. And we got a tie-up as Max Strus picking up a few floor burns. Went down and grabbed that basketball, and we'll have a jump.
And they call it 50-50 balls, Tim. Shows you how precious these possessions are.
So it'll be a jump ball between Strus and Karis LeVert. Duncan Robinson, who did not play on Wednesday, is going to give it a shot tonight as he comes in dealing with back soreness. Isaiah Stewart also in for Detroit. So it'll be Strus against LeVert, and LeVert controls the tip back to Isaiah Stewart. Gave it to Cunningham, down the floor to LeVert. His 3 is good. Karis LeVert.
Too easy.
And of course, he had that huge game 4 when he had 24 here at Rocket Arena. That 3 ball gives the Pistons a 17-16 lead. Allen rolling, banking, scoring. How about that move by Jared Allen? He got ahead of steam and just knocked it in off the glass. And now we've got a foul on Max Strus on the inbounds.
That is bad. Cade knew that he got the push, the Fisher on top of the play. So all Cunningham did was just step out of bounds. He didn't lose his balance, and he got the call.
And there were 19,400 folks who are acting as officials. We didn't like that one. Cavs up 18-17, 3:50 to go. Here in quarter number 1 of game 6. LeVert straightaway 3. That's strong. Rebound snagged by Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder into the forecourt for the Cavaliers. Schroeder with that quickness. Works it out front. Top of the key. Left wing Mobley. Evan 3. Good! Evan Mobley with a 3 ball. He's got a 5-point first quarter. And the Cavs are up 4, 21-17. And, of course, Mobley's three ball at the tail end of regulation. They have kept that game alive for the Cavs. Cunningham straightaway three. No. Rebound Mitchell. Mitchell got tangled up with Asar Thompson, but Mitchell was able to snag the board, and now Donovan brings it down himself. Left of the lane on Robinson. Banks and scores! Donovan took it all the way to the hoop. And the Cavaliers are up 6, 23-17, with under 3 to go here in the first. LeVert in between the circles for the Pistons. LeVert against Merrill. LeVert now gets Strus on a switch. LeVert changing hands on the dribble. LeVert on the handoff to Robinson. He'll shoot a long three. Left it short. Rebound Strus. On the handoff to Schroeder. Schroeder around a Mobley screen, and Thompson knocked it away. Another steal for Asar Thompson. Got it to Cunningham. Cunningham drives, and it got blocked by Mobley. Ball loose on the floor. Strus had it, and it got knocked away, but it went off Strus out of bounds. That'll bring a timeout on the floor. 23-17, Cavs by 6. 2:27 to go first quarter at Rocket Arena. And on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Somber presents You Are the Reason Tour. Fresh from selling out shows all around the world. See Somber live in Cleveland. Rocket Arena, Friday, November 13th, with special guests Dove Cameron and Hannah Jadadu. Get tickets now at sombermusic.com.
Here with the Cavaliers, we know what it means to show up strong. And that's exactly what Cleveland Cliffs does every day. Through bold investments in Cleveland and the entire Great Lakes region, Cliffs is building steel that's stronger, lighter, and better for the future. Cliffs is not just raising the bar, they're redefining what it means to lead in the steel industry. Cleveland Cliffs, champions for American steel and proud jersey partner of the Wine and Gold. Learn more at cliffsteel.com.
Let me ask you something. Is your money doing everything it can for you?
I don't know. How would I know?
Is it automatically saving for special events and keeping you posted on its progress? Like at Huntington Bank?
Oh, no.
Is it tracking your spending so you can make the best choices at the mall?
Nope.
Or setting limits on your teenager's debit card?
Definitely not.
Then it could certainly be doing more.
Yeah, sure sounds like it.
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Smell rotten eggs, hear a hissing sound, or see bubbling water or blowing dirt? That could be a natural gas leak. Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. And remember, if you're building a fence or planting a vegetable garden, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Whether you're an individual or a contractor, it's simple and free. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more information, visit enbridgegas.com/Ohio/safety.
Harden at the three-point arc. Harden to the baseline. Pulls up. Jumper. Good! James Harden as the shot clock went off. Makes it 16-12. Cavaliers by 4.
He looks good tonight, Tim.
He's got 7 early points. Allen rolling. Banking, scoring. How about that move by Jared Allen? He got ahead of steam and just knocked it in off the glass. Schroeder with that quickness. Works it out front. Top of the key. Left wing Mobley. Evan 3. Good! Evan Mobley with a 3-ball. He's got a 5-point first quarter. And the Cavaliers have a 6-point lead. 23-17. 2:27 to go first quarter here at Rocket Arena. Cavaliers looking to close out this series and head to the Eastern Conference Finals to take on the New York Knicks. If the Cavs win tonight, that series with New York would start on Sunday at Madison Square Garden. Enter the Defend the Land sweepstakes presented by Adidas for your chance to win playoff tickets and Adidas footwear. One winner selected before each Cavs home playoff game. So enter at Cavs.com/playoffs. We'll hear from Serena Winters in just a moment. 23-17. Cavs by 6. Pistons basketball off the timeout. Here's LeVert, top of the three-point arc. LeVert directing traffic, comes right in the lane. Lob left wing to Sasser, who's now in. Sasser for Detroit into the paint, lost the ball, got it back, 5 on the clock. And then he'll bank it in as he moved on the baseline. So Marcus Sasser with his first 2 points of the ball game. Here's Mitchell, left to the lane, tried to feed it out front. Ball deflected, grabbed by Sasser.
Take the shot, Donovan.
Cavaliers with a turnover as Cunningham has it topside. Cunningham deals to Stewart. He'll shoot a 3. He shouldn't do that. Long rebound.
Remember last game he made a couple.
Comes off to Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder right of the lane, driving on Robinson, and they'll call him for a double dribble.
Yes, he did. Well, you remember Stewart made a couple of those last game. I guess he's still feeling it. But of all the players out there, he just took one from about 30 feet out.
So the Cavaliers, again, they lead it by 4 at 23-19, but that turnover number inching up. 5 turnovers by the Cavaliers here in the quarter. Pistons with the basketball. Duncan Robinson, straightaway 3, got it. That's what he does.
And that's what they were missing, Tim, that outside shot.
Robinson hits the 3. Pistons have sliced it to 1. Here's Schroeder. Fires off to Mobley. Mobley at the three-point arc. Gave it to Strus. Strus against Cunningham. Strus spinning in the lane. Feeds Mobley. Mobley right of the lane. Fade away. Hung down the rim and fell off. Rebound grabbed by Isaiah Stewart. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter of play. Cunningham pushed off Strus. Buried to 3, but they got that push off on Cade Cunningham. That's an offensive foul on Cade Cunningham.
And Strus is guarding him with physicality, Tim. He's had some success against Cunningham, being physical with it.
So the Cavaliers maintain that 1-point lead, 23-22, with 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Donovan Mitchell against Duncan Robinson. Mitchell unloads a 3. Around the rim and out. Rebound. Mobley. Pow! Evan Mobley snagged it as it spun out on Donovan. Putback makes it 25-22. LeVert at the other end. His 3. Got it. Karis LeVert. Boy, there's something about Rocket Arena. He likes playing here. A couple of 3 balls. This game is tied at 25.
Yeah, he still has a memory.
Here's Dennis Schroeder in between the circles. Cavs can't run it all the way out. About a 7-second difference. Schroeder left in a lane, got knocked off by Sasser, and they'll call a travel on Dennis.
Are you serious?
They'll call a travel on Dennis Schroeder.
But they didn't call the bump.
They'll get Dean Wade back in for the Cavaliers as Kenny Atkinson will get some defense on the floor for what could be a final Detroit possession. They can run it out. 14.4 to go. And now J.B. Bickerstaff will counter by getting Tobias Harris back in for the Pistons. Isaiah Stewart will take a seat. 25-25. We are tied with 14.4 to go here in the first quarter of play. Sasser throws it into LeVert. Right back to Sasser. Sasser with 10 on the clock. Sasser.
Cunningham. It's the Robinson play, Tim.
Gives it off to LeVert. LeVert on the right side. He got bumped. And a foul will be called. They'll get that one on Sam Merrill. First for the Cavaliers in the last 2 minutes. So with 2.8 to go, Detroit will inbound. It'll be Cunningham to pull the trigger just to the left of the Cavalier bench. And JB had motioned to the bench, and they are going to allow Duren to get in. So Duren will check in, and it will be Sasser to sit down. So Cunningham will inbound. He'll have LeVert, Robinson, Harris, and Duren on the floor with him. Cade Cunningham with 2.8. Lob to the rim, and Duren just bowled over Merrill. And Zach Zarba from the other side of the floor is going to get Sam Merrill with the call. So they went for the lob. Merrill ended up drawing Duren. And they get Merrill with the foul call.
And Zarba's making all the calls and all the non-calls, Tim. I don't know what tone he's trying to set.
So Jalen Duren will be at the free throw line. And he missed that first. So Duren, whose numbers have really dropped in this series against the Cavs. He was a 19.5, 10.5 per game regular season player. 19.5 points, 10.5 rebounds. Against the Cavs, 9.4 and 6.6.
And you know, Tim, they don't want to give credit to the Cavs defense, but a lot of that is he sees that length in there, and he hasn't been as aggressive as he was during the regular season offensively.
And now the chess match between JB and Kenny Atkinson is now Kenny Atkinson gets Jared Allen back in the ball game. Cavaliers will have 2.2 as Duren missed them both. Rebound comes off to Jenkins, and Danis Jenkins fouled. Boy, the Cavaliers put that length in the paint, and they still couldn't corral the rebound. And it'll be Jenkins shooting two. Well, the good news for the Cavalier fans, even though Jenkins is going back to the line, is that Jalen Duren just missed 2 consecutive free throws. So that means you win free potato teasers at Swenson's. Download the Swenson's app and use promo code FREETEASERSCAVS to get yours tomorrow. Well, Jenkins capitalizes. He hit both free throws. 10-2 run, inbounds to Strus. He just fires a fastball down the floor. Didn't come close to anything. And that will close out the first quarter of play. 27-25. Cavs down 2 to the Pistons at the end of 1 on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Don't miss a second of NBA playoff action. If you cut the cord but still want to watch the biggest games, check out Fubo. With over 170 live channels, including ESPN and Fox, you can stream the Cavs and all of your other favorite sports live. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Ready to get started? Try it for free at Fubo.tv. That's Fubo.tv. Let them know, Cavs. Let them know.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM, the nation's largest and most applied to medical school, is just 90 minutes from Cleveland and trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and podiatrists. At LECOM, we expand the boundaries of medical knowledge, challenging our students and preparing them to realize their potential. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make dreams a reality. We make doctors.
Hear that? That's the sound of your valuable free time ticking away as you go to the pharmacy multiple times a month to pick up your prescriptions. Hear that? No? That's because you've joined Discount Drug Mart's Sync Your Meds program. Drug Mart's pharmacists make sure all your prescriptions are in stock and ready on the same day each month, so you can pick them all up with just one trip, which means your free time is yours to do whatever you want, or nothing at all. Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround.
That's the sound of a perfect paint project with Sherwin-Williams. Whether your next color play is a slam dunk statement like edgy gold or a smooth and rich touch like fine wine, Sherwin-Williams has the perfect hue to up your game. And with delivery available on qualifying orders, your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams has everything you need to bring your vision to life. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cavs down 2 to the Pistons, 27-25. 1 quarter in the book in Game 6 here at Rocket Arena. Tim Elkhorn, Jim Jones. We're in the Joe Tate perch. Selena Winters is down below. And in Cavs studios is Brad Sellers. Brad?
Hey, Tim, listen, Harden and Mitchell in tandem, that's what we need. Keep going with those two, leading the way down the stretch. And we have to take care of the basketball. Turnovers are leading to points for Detroit. We want to make sure that we take care of that basketball. But I want us to stay aggressive. When we're aggressive, we're great. And we want to stay close. You don't have to win the game in the first or second quarter. You just want to stay close to the Pistons and put yourself in a position to be able to close like we did the last 2 games.
Cavs down 2. Let's check in with Serena Winters, who just emerged from that Cavaliers huddle.
Well, Tim, watching James Harden and Donovan Mitchell talk to the offense reminded me of something James Harden said the other night. One of the underrated storylines in this series is that James Harden in year 17 is still learning a new role in real time, right? He said it himself after Game 5. This is new for him, learning how to be a second option. That's his words, not mine. How to feed and play off Donovan, when to be aggressive, when to just be a playmaker. We saw that at great lengths these past few games, and it just sparked my mind watching those two guys talk to that in the huddle.
Off to timeout, as we start the second quarter, well, there was a timeout. Paul Reed drives and scores, and he has been impactful for Detroit after not playing in the first couple of games.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Tim, and he's made a difference.
Mobley, straightaway three, missed it, rebound corralled by Asar Thompson. Pistons up 29-25. Robinson, right wing three, missed it. They've got another foul on Sam Merrill, and they're going to get that one on a three-ball attempt by Duncan Robinson.
Tim, go ahead. You're exactly right. And I'm still looking for the foul. Poor Merrill. He just happened to be in the right place at the wrong time. But they're trying to get this kid going, because when he's not in the game, the Cavs are allowed to shrink the floor and protect paint better. But when he's out there, you got to account for him, because he can make shots.
Robinson had 4 threes in game 1. 5 threes in game 2 and 4 threes in game 3. He is a long-distance shooter. After missing the first, connects on the second and good on the third. So he goes 2 out of 3. Cavaliers down 6 at 31-25. Detroit's biggest lead. Cavs' biggest lead was 6. Here's Mitchell. Straightaway three. Rolled around the rim and out. Boy, it was halfway down, and it spun a few times. Rebound Reed. Reed for Detroit up the left side against Mobley. Reed on the handoff to Cunningham. Cunningham back out front to Paul Reed. Reed on the handoff to Sasser. Bouncing the lane to Reed. Reed hooking on Mobley, banking and scoring.
Yeah, he can score, man, and they didn't waste any time getting him in. They got him in that second quarter early.
Here's Mobley on the left side. Mobley left of the lane. Mobley to the hoop. Charging foul called on Mobley, and it was Paul Reed. Boy, he has been impactful in this series. 6th year out of DePaul. And Paul Reed, who spent 4 years in Philly, now with Detroit. And Detroit is on a 16-2 run.
All of this started back there when Schroeder didn't get the call off Thompson, took the ball out of her hands when we had momentum.
Piston basketball, they've got the momentum and an 8-point lead, 33-25. Cunningham in the center circle. Cunningham against Merrill. So Sam still on the floor with those 3 fouls. Cunningham spinning on Sam. Foul line shot good. Cade Cunningham extends the lead to 10, 35-25. As Harden comes to the forecourt, we're going to have a foul called on Duncan Robinson as Nick Booker calls the foul on Robinson. First foul on Robinson, and for Detroit, their first foul here in the second quarter of play. Cavs will inbound. Cavs will have Mitchell, Harden, Merrill, along with Wade and Mobley on the floor. Wade to do the inbounding, lobs it to Harden right in front of that Piston bench. Harden against Cunningham. Harden 15 on the clock, behind his back on the dribble. Cross court to Mitchell. Mitchell against Thompson. Mitchell got fouled as he went to the bucket. Donovan Mitchell draws the second foul on Duncan Robinson, and that'll put Donovan Mitchell at the free throw line. Jim, going back to that first quarter of play, though, boy, the Cavaliers surrendered 5 offensive rebounds, and that turnover number again too high with 7 in that first period.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You're all over it, Tim, and there's no way we could win the game if we continue with those numbers. Those are extra possessions. Extra possessions. And the Pistons are determined to be physical. You got to get used to it, but you've got to get the offensive rebounds, and you got to protect the ball.
Donovan Mitchell swished that first free throw. Now 3 of 3 from the line. Make it 4 of 4. He hits the second, gets the Cavs to within 8. 35-27, 2 minutes off the second quarter clock here at Rocket Arena. Cavs trying to head to the Eastern Conference Finals. Cunningham into the paint, threw it down low, and it went off the fingers of Reed out of bounds.
Yeah, they're not going to leave Cunningham, Tim. He has to play make, he has to score, he has to get them in their offense.
Dean Wade throws it in to James Harden. Harden in the backcourt, got knocked down, and then he tried to bounce it to Wade. It went through the legs of Wade and rolls out of bounds, and that'll be another turnover against the Cavaliers. Boy, Harden really in the ear of Zach Zarboff.
He got tripped, literally just tripped.
The turnover gives it to Detroit. Cunningham throws it into Sasser, hands it right back to Cunningham. Cunningham, left wing Sasser, rainbows a three, missed it. Rebound knocked out of Harden's hands, grabbed by Reed, gave it to Cunningham, and he'll hit a three ball. Second chance points, again, hurts the Cavs. And Detroit has their biggest lead, 38-27. Cavs take time. Pistons by 11 with 9:26 to go first half on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Now at McDonald's, a sausage McMuffin is only $1.50. So stop dreaming about breakfast sausage and go get it. Get more value on the under $3 menu.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
That first year in your new home matters. With preferred pricing, Redfin and Rocket Mortgage make the path to your next home easier. When you buy with a Redfin agent and finance through Rocket Mortgage, you can lower your interest rate by 1% for 1 year or choose up to $6,000 in closing credits. See how it works at rocketmortgage.com or call 800-4ROCKET. Additional terms apply, not a commitment to lend. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
It's playoff basketball. You got to do a little bit of everything.
The intensity levels are at an all-time high. These are the NBA playoffs. Every team looking to make a run.
This is incredible.
Every player looking to make history.
Give me all you got. Let's go.
So tune in, because this is going to be unbelievable.
This is exactly what we want.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google continue on ABC, ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
Cavs fans, when the Cavs win, so do you. For 24 hours after every Cavs victory, you score $5 off all made-to-order food at any Get-Go Market and Cafe. Plus, 500 bonus Cavs rewards points to use towards awesome prizes like Cavs merch, tickets, and exclusive experiences. Just log into the Cavs app and select the Rewards tab and click on the Get-Go offer. Not a member yet? It's free and easy to join at Cavs.com/rewards or in the Cavs app. Join Cavs Rewards now and taste the victory thanks to Get-Go and Market Cafe.
Now at McDonald's, a McDouble is only $2.50. So you can get your gym gains on or just get lunch for only $2.50. Get more value on the under $3 menu.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Detroit with their biggest lead of the ball game. 38-27. Pistons lead the Cavaliers. 9:26 to go first half here at Rocket Arena. Cavaliers at one point were up 6 at 23-17, but Detroit has dominated the game since that point. Back here in the second quarter of play, Pistons have outscored the Cavaliers 11-2. And Jim, one of the things that we like to talk about is the Cavalier bench, but right now it's the Pistons bench.
Yes, it is, 17-0. And what JB has done, he's become more athletic. He's playing Sasser, he's playing Reed, he's playing Stewart, and he's playing LeVert. He's trying to be more athletic, and they're using their athleticism on the defensive side, Tim, and it's worked for them.
Cavaliers off the bench have used Max Strus, Sam Merrill, and Dennis Schroeder. That's been it. So Kenny Atkinson has gone with an 8-man rotation as the Cavaliers looking to close this one out. Either way, we know we're traveling tomorrow. We're either going to fly to Detroit for Game 7, or hopefully we're going to fly to New York and take on the Knicks in Game 1 on Sunday. Let's check in with Serena real quick. Serena?
Well, two things, guys. One is get into the paint and kick it out. That's a big emphasis. And don't attack Thompson, right? We know what he can do defensively, so get off the ball quickly or wait for someone to screen for him.
Harden through the center circle. Harden into the paint. Harden will drive. Got it partially blocked by Reed. Boy, what an immense presence he's had. And now Thompson at the other end. Got it blocked by Mitchell. Donovan immediately motions to the bench that he wants them to challenge that. And every iPad is being looked at behind that Cavalier bench as Asar Thompson will head to the free throw line. And the Cavalier assistant coaches in the second row don't make any sort of motion. So here's Asar Thompson shooting two. Left that first one short.
Maybe that's why, Tim. One of the worst free throw shooters on this Piston team.
Yeah, 54% in the playoffs and not much higher than that during the regular season. But defensively, oof. He was Defensive Player of the Month in both January and March in the Eastern Conference. Splits the pair there. So it's 39-27. Cavaliers down 12, 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Harden in the middle to Mobley. Mobley works to the left side. Mobley fakes the pass. Mobley shoves it back out front to Harden. Harden whistles it right wing to Mitchell. Mitchell into Robinson, floats right in the lane and scores. Donovan Mitchell now in double figures with 11. Cavs back to within 10, 39-29 with 8:40 to go here in the second quarter of play. Detroit with the basketball, going left to right, heading towards the Cavs bench. Here's Robinson on the left sideline, gave it to Reed. Reed fires down low. Mobley picked it off. Gives it to Harden. Harden will bounce it to Mitchell on the right sideline. Mitchell with a Euro step, drives, missed. And the rebound grab by Duncan Robinson to Cunningham, down the floor to Thompson. Thompson gets by Merrill and with a reverse layup scores. So Asar Thompson puts the lead back to 12 at 41-29. Again, Mobley will bring it across off the feed. And now we've got Thompson just knocking down Merrill. Donovan Mitchell didn't like that. J.B. Bickerstaff's going to put himself in the middle of the melee.
And who are they going to give this call to? The initial or how it ended?
So Zach Zarba.
Wait a minute, Zach.
James Williams and Nick Booker. And then Asar Thompson with the step over on Sam Merrill. And there's not an NBA player that likes that in any way, shape, or form. So they got Asar Thompson with the foul. That's his second. And now, here comes Zach Zarba.
The ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on Thompson. The play is under review to see if it meets the criteria of a flagrant foul.
So Zach Zarba.
What do you think, Tim? You think that's flagrant? The guy pushes you down with both hands?
So Zach Zarba will check in with Secaucus. There's only one guy in Secaucus tonight, Curtis Blair. He's at the replay center.
Oh, my.
And we've got a woman down below who does a great job in Serena Winters. Serena, what do you have for us?
I'm just telling you, Tim, that from my vantage point, I could see Thompson put his hands on Sam Merrill's neck, his left hand. So that's certainly going to be something they'll have to take into consideration.
Interesting.
And as they show it and zoom in on the Humongotron.
Oh, he did.
Oh, yeah, he's got him right by the neck. Wow. He literally grabbed Sam Merrill in a choke move on the right side of Sam's neck. And you can hear this crowd as they have gone absolutely ballistic and looking at the play on the Humongotron. Well, J.B. Bickerstaff planted the seed in his post-game press conference after Game 5 when he said, we will scratch, claw, punch, do whatever we got to do. Well, that was a choke right there. I don't know if JB used that term, but it was clearly evident as Asar Thompson literally grasped the neck of Sam Merrill right in front of the Piston bench. As Zach Zarba, James Williams, and Nick Booker now talk about it. And let's see what Zach Zarba, well, now he's going to put the headset back on.
Oh, my.
But you can hear the crowd reaction. I mean, he got him, he meaning Asar Thompson got him, Sam Merrill, right at the neck. Let's see what Zach Zarba has to say, and Curtis Blair in the replay center.
After review, the left arm of Thompson makes contact to the neck of Merrill. There is impact and follow-through on this play. It's been upgraded to a flagrant foul, penalty 1.
Well, the fans are booing. They think Asar Thompson should be thrown out.
I agree. I would like that to happen. Oh, my.
So it'll be a free throw for Sam Merrill with the Cavs down 12. As Merrill heads to the line, we'll pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Like your Cavaliers, Sam Merrill.
So the flagrant 1 results in Merrill at the line. He hits that first free throw. Second one, perfect. And Sam Merrill still has one more free throw coming. First 2 points of the ball game. Oh, excuse me, he hit them both. And now Harden will bounce it into Schroeder. So 2 free throws and the ball for the Cavaliers. Here's Merrill out front against Tobias Harris. Swings it on the right side to Allen. Hands it right back to Merrill. Quick 3. Nope. The rebound grab by Asar Thompson. Pistons by 10. And that'll be the greeting that Asar Thompson gets. And now he carried the basketball on his way into the forecourt. Dennis Schroeder wants to get it. They're not going to give Dennis Schroeder the basketball as Asar Thompson is jawing at Dennis Schroeder. Asar Thompson's walking a very fine line here in the first half as Schroeder will lob it into Harden. Gave it right back to Schroeder. Schroeder into the forecourt on the high hop against Danis Jenkins. Cavs down 10. Schroeder works around an Allen screen. Schroeder left to the lane. Fires right side to Harden. Harden comes into the paint. Harden. And now Duran and Allen got all sorts of, Paul Reed. And Reed will get called for the foul as he was trying to just shove his way through Jared Allen.
And what's happened, Tim? Thompson has brought attention to the flagrancy of the Pistons play. And the officials aren't going to let him control this game or the Pistons.
Harden will bounce it into Schroeder. 4 team fouls on the Pistons. Schroeder on the left side. Schroeder picked up by Robinson. Schroeder with a crossover. Lost the dribble. Got it back. Schroeder 2 on the clock. 1 on the clock. Schroeder left of the lane. Will put it up. No. Rebound. Deflects out front to Asar Thompson. Thompson in the middle. Lob to Reed. Reed on the baseline. Step. Oh, he looks like he stepped out of bounds, but they're going to call Harden with a push.
It looked like he caught the ball out of bounds, Tim. You're all over it. Let's see if we can see a replay.
Oh, his foot's clearly out of bounds, but they're going to say Harden gave him a little push on the hip before he stepped out. That'll get Cade Cunningham back in for the Pistons. As Asar Thompson will sit down. Hey, don't forget at the half, Mike Snyder, Brad Sellers. They'll have the McDonald's halftime report. And McDonald's halftime report at the intermission. Detroit with the ball in a 10-point lead. 7 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Cunningham, sideline left, being chased by Wade. Cross court to Jenkins. Jenkins against Schroeder. Jenkins to the baseline. 4 on the clock. Jenkins gets Schroeder in the air. Shoots. Missed. Rebound deflects to Dean Wade. Hands it to Harden. Bounce to Schroeder. Schroeder up the right sideline. Schroeder driving by Jenkins. Schroeder into the paint. Left corner Merrill. 3-ball Sam. Good! Timeout. Pistons. Quick flick. With the 3-ball right in front of that Piston bench. Cavaliers back to within 7, 41-34. 6:36 to go first half. Pistons call time. We'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
You ever feel like your money is just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money is always doing something.
Like what?
Like automatically pushing more to savings so you can take that trip.
I like trips.
Who doesn't? It even tracks your progress. You're almost there.
Wow, I better pack.
And it charts your spending so you know which vacation hat you can afford.
How does it know I like hats?
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
You're
Your summer starts here in a new Toyota Camry. America's best-selling car is built in the USA and it's 100% hybrid. Now through June 1st, get 4.99 APR financing on any new 26 Camry. Or lease a new well-equipped Camry LE for just $299 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
5 Seconds of Summer are back. See them live in concert in Cleveland. 5 Seconds of Summer, Everyone's a Star World Tour. Playing songs off their new album, including Not Okay. Live at Rocket Arena, June 9th. Plus special guests. Get tickets now at rocketarena.com. 5 Seconds of Summer, the brand new album, Everyone's a Star, is available everywhere now. For more, visit 5sauce.com.
Here with the Cavaliers, we know what it means to show up strong. And that's exactly what Cleveland Cliffs does every day. Through bold investments in Cleveland and the entire Great Lakes region, Cliffs is building steel that's stronger, lighter, and better for the future. Cliffs is not just raising the bar, they're redefining what it means to lead in the steel industry. Cleveland Cliffs, champions for American steel and proud jersey partner of the Wine and Gold. Learn more at cliffsteel.com.
Cavs have closed to within 7, 41-34, 6:36 to go. First half here at Rocket Arena. You know, Cavs Academy summer camps hit gyms June through August. Looking for something to keep your kids active this summer? Sign them up for basketball and cheer options with an emphasis on fun, fundamentals, and building confidence. So, learn more. Go to Cavs.com/academy. And Jim Jones, from the moment that little fracas ensued, appears as though the Cavaliers have kind of stolen the momentum.
Yeah, Sam Merrill. Anybody tries to choke me, that's my response. Sam Merrill is part of this 5-0 run. He's all of it. Maybe that'll get him going, Tim, because we're going to need his outside shooting and his playmaking.
And again, right now, Sam Merrill with the only 5 points off the Cavalier bench. As Max Strus, who has just checked in, has yet to score. Dennis Schroeder has yet to score. But what a crowd here at Rocket Arena. It is just an electric atmosphere, as it has been throughout the postseason. Cavs 6-0 in the playoffs here at Rocket Arena. In fact, since January 23rd, going back to the regular season, Cavs are 19-3. On the inbounds, Cade Cunningham was getting bumped in the backcourt by Dennis Schroeder.
And that's what it was, Tim. He's getting bumped. He wasn't getting held. The official said that he got held. He wasn't holding him.
For Schroeder, his first foul, 4th team foul on the Cavs. So each team at 4. Here's Duren in the paint against Harden, right side to LeVert. LeVert gets Strus. LeVert, 7 on the clock. LeVert to the baseline. Fade away, good. Caris LeVert. And again, he had that 24-point outburst in Game 4. Held in check on Wednesday was 7, but now at 8 tonight. 43-34 with under 6 to go. Wade, left wing open 3, in and out. Rebound grab by Cade Cunningham. Cavaliers now 4 of 11 from downtown. Here's Duren right down the lane. Nobody's gotten his way. Jalen Duren with an easy layup. Makes it 45-34. Cavs down 11. Harden right in front of the scorer's table. Harden against LeVert. Harden left to the lane. Harden stops. Pump fakes over his shoulder. Right corner. Wade. 3. That one's good. Dean Wade. Saw one rattle in and out, but shot that one with confidence. And the Cavs are within 8 at 45-37. Tobias Harris. Baseline left, floats it up, and it rolled out. And a whistle and a foul on the rebound. It will be on the floor, but it will put the Cavs over the limit. And if they just got Sam Merrill. Oh, hello, Merrill's out. They put that 5 up, and then another 3 for Schroeder, who's number 8. I was going to say, so Schroeder picks up his second foul, and that'll put Duren at the free throw line. He bricked a pair earlier.
Why not again?
Of course, Everybody has already won their Swensons. As Duren has missed another. He's now 0 of 3 at the line.
And Tim, he's reading the articles and he sees what they're talking about on all the sport talk shows. And he's a young player. He's emotional and he has trouble focusing. Why not miss 2 again?
Second one. Got that one.
Okay.
So Duren now 1 of 4 at the line. Cavs down by 9. 46-37. 5:08 to go. Quarter number 2 at Rocket Arena. Here's Harden. Comes around a Mobley screen, draws Tobias Harris on the switch. 10 on the shot clock as we dip under 5 to go in the half. Harden, top of the three-point arc. Harden, between his legs, steps right, 3-ball. Nope. Rebound. Slap 2. Danis Jenkins as Duren pushed Allen out of the way. LeVert on the left side to Harris. Harris backing down Harden. They know each other well from their time in Philly. And Harris into the lane. Missed the jumper. It rolled out. Rebound grab by the Cavaliers. Mitchell out front. And Cunningham knocked it off Mitchell out of bounds. Another turnover for the Cavaliers. So Detroit gets it back. 4.5 to go in the half. And they're up by 9. Here's Karis LeVert. He's done damage off the bench. He's got 8. Gave it to Cunningham, right wing 3. Good. Cade Cunningham, that's his third 3-ball of the night. And Detroit has pushed it back to a 12-point lead, their biggest advantage.
Second quarter has been a Pistons quarter.
Here's Mitchell on the left wing. Crossover, left of the lane. Into the lane, feeds Allen, and he rolled it up and in. Jared Allen off the pretty pass from Donovan Mitchell. Gets the Cavs to within 10 at 49-39. Cunningham, his pass deflected by Mobley. Strus grabbed it. Ahead to Mitchell. Cavs on the run. Mitchell right down the lane. Put it up. No foul called. As Duren got back there and impacted that shot. And then Detroit turns it over at the other end as Tobias Harris just whistled it right by Danis Jenkins out of bounds.
Cavs got lucky on that one, Tim. But you have to score. Let's close this quarter. Let's get within 5.
Cavaliers with 12 turnovers here in the first half. Mobley brings it across the half-court line. Mobley, baseline left, gave it to Allen. Shoots it right corner to Strus. 3. Bullseye! Max Strus hits the 3. Of course, he had 6 on Wednesday night, his playoff career high. Cavs within 7 at 49-42. Duren out front. Duren against Allen. Duren on the handoff to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham with 8 on the shot clock. Cunningham works to the left side, draws Donovan Mitchell. 3 on the clock, 2 on the clock. Cunningham crossover, left wing 3, good.
Too tall, too talented.
Cade Cunningham now with a 16-point first half. Leads back to 10. Harden finds Mobley left of the lane, feeds Allen. Pow with the right hand. It's Jared Allen off a nice feed from Evan Mobley. Cavs back to within 8 at 52-44. LeVert at the half-court line. Out front to Duren. Duren against Allen. Duren left of the lane. Duren into the paint. Cross court. Tobias Harris, right wing 3. Missed it. Rebound Harden. Long pass down the floor. Got it to Mobley. Mobley put it up. No, but Harris fouled him from behind.
What a pass by Harden.
So that's going to put Evan Mobley at the free throw line with 2:23 to go here in the first half of play. Cavaliers down 8 at 52-44. We're going to have a look at our Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers. Discount Drug Mart, your one-stop shop that saves you the runaround. Pistons with 13 assists in the first half of play. They're being led by Cade Cunningham with 5. And for the Cavaliers, 9 assists in the first half of play. They have 3 players with 2 each. Those are your Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers, brought to you by Discount Drug Mart. Mobley, basket to the left, missed the first free throw, and he missed the second, but Allen tapped it to Harden. Harden into the paint. Harden, left wing Strus. 3-ball Max. No. Rebound Jalen Duren. So it's still an 8-point lead for Detroit with 2:10 to go as Asar Thompson is back in the ball game. I think he's going to get to Kelly Olynyk greeting every time he's on the floor as Duren drives and scores. So Duren now with 9. And again, Duren's not the guy you want to let get going. leads back to 10 for Detroit, 54-44. Mobley in the paint, and then reaching in and fouling Mobley was Asar Thompson.
Cavs seem like they've recovered a little bit on the offensive end, Tim, but it's all about their defense right now.
Third foul on Asar Thompson. That's going to put Evan Mobley at the free throw line.
That's a good sign when he picks up his third foul.
So here's Evan Mobley. Mobley, who just missed 2, swishes that one. And, of course, Mobley connected on 2 huge free throws as regulation was winding down on Wednesday night. Boy, the 3 ball and the 2 free throws from Evan Mobley. You talk about clutch.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Mobley, line left, got the second one. So after missing 2, he connects on 2. Cavs within 8, 54-46, 1:45 to go here in the first half of play. LeVert has it for Detroit, got it out front to Cunningham. Cunningham being chased by Strus. Cunningham has his pass stolen away by Mitchell to the other end. Pow with 2 hands. Donovan Mitchell with arms like a spider snake. Makes it 54-48. Cavs within 6. And now Allen poked it away. Picked up by Strus. Off to Harden. Bounce to Strus. Back to Harden. Harden into LeVert. Steps behind the arc. And then he got fouled on the 3-ball attempt by Karis LeVert. Oh, Harden, the maestro, with the magical moves. And he'll be shooting 3 free throws with 1:13 to go here in the half.
And, Tim, we had just made the comment that their offense had caught up, but their defense, and what do? 2 big-time steals.
So Harden shooting 3, missed the first. He's got 2 more coming. Harden, during the year, 88% at the stripe. Just a tick below that in the playoffs at 86%. Oh, they only gave him 2 free throws. Oh, he missed them both. Rebound, Allen! And then Cunningham knocked it away, but it's grabbed by Mobley. Left side to Harden. Harden gave it to Mitchell. Mitchell into the paint, out front Strus. 3, got it! Max Strus has gotten the Cavs to within 3. And this place is up and roaring. 54-51 with 50 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Here's LeVert against Mobley. LeVert at the 3-point arc. LeVert driving. Blocked! Blocked at the rim by Allen. Here comes Harden to the other end. Harden driving against Robinson. Harden takes the bump out front to Strus, and LeVert took it away. LeVert gives it off to Robinson. Stops. 3. No. Rebound. Strus saved it into Harden. And the Cavaliers will play for the final shot here in the first half of play. Cavaliers down 3, 54-51. Mitchell at the half-court line. Mitchell against Robinson. Here comes the double team. Mitchell out front Strus. Max 3. No. Rebound Tobias Harris. 2 on the clock. 1 on the clock. Harris in the backcourt. Half-court shot. Nope. And that will end the first half of play. But the Cavaliers have clawed their way back in this thing. After trailing by 12. And the Cavs have cut it to 3 at the half. 54-51. Pistons lead it at the intermission, Game 6 here at Rocket Arena. And Mike Snyder, this is what playoff basketball is all about. And the Cavaliers have the momentum, even though they're down 3 going into the locker room.
That they do, Tim, and if they can carry it out into the second half, they're going to need it after they did fall behind. And things were a little quiet here at Rocket Arena, but the Cavs with a late surge after they were down 49-37. Since then, they've outscored the Pistons 14-5, and they close it on a 7-0 run to get within 3. Coming up on the McDonald's halftime report, Brad Sellers is with me. We'll get Brad's thoughts on what's happened and then what he's looking for in the second half. We'll also check out other NBA playoff action later tonight, the Spurs and the T-Wolves, and what are the Knicks saying as they await the winner of the Cavs-Detroit series. It's the McDonald's halftime report, and at the half of Game 6, it's the Pistons 54, the Cavs 51. Back after this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Rod Stewart.
with special guest Richard Marks. Tickets on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss an electrifying night with the icon, Rod Stewart. One last time.
Cavs fans, when the Cavs win, so do you. For 24 hours after every Cavs victory, you score $5 off all made-to-order food at any Get-Go Market and Cafe. Plus, 500 bonus Cavs rewards points to use towards awesome prizes like Cavs merch, tickets, and exclusive experiences. Just log into the Cavs app and select the Rewards tab and click on the Get-Go offer. Not a member yet? It's free and easy to join at Cavs.com/rewards or in the Cavs app. Join Cavs Rewards now and taste the victory thanks to Get-Go and Market Cafe.
Hey Cavs fans, basketball is back and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. SeatGeek.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
We're serving up stats, highlights, and a side of momentum shifts on the McDonald's Halftime Report, and I'm loving it. Here's Mike Snyder.
It is halftime of Game 6. We're glad to have you with us as the Cavaliers try to punch their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals, with the Detroit Pistons bringing everything we would have expected from them into tonight's game, and it has been a battle already. The Cavs had an early lead in this one. They were up 14-12, had it up to 23-17 in the first quarter, but Detroit closed out the quarter on a 10-2 run, which continued into the second quarter. In all, after the Cavs led 23-17, Detroit actually would go on what would turn out to be an 18-2 run to lead 35-25 in the early going of the second quarter. Cavaliers were down a dozen at 39-27, got it back to within 7 midway through the second quarter, but they were down 12 again with 4:15 to play. But since then, they have made a comeback.
LeVert has it for Detroit. Got it out front to Cunningham. Cunningham being chased by Strus. Cunningham has his pass stolen away by Mitchell to the other end. Pow! With 2 hands. Donovan Mitchell with arms like a spider snake. Makes it 54-48. Cavs within 6.
And the Cavaliers have it down to 3 here at the half. 54-51. Detroit leads it. The Pistons are shooting 50% from the field. So are the Cavs. Pistons are 7 of 18 in threes. Cavs are 7 of 17. Cavs are 8 of 12 at the line. Pistons 7 of 12 at the line. Rebounding in favor of Detroit, 20-18. And in turnovers, Cavs had 13 of them, resulting in 17 points. Pistons have turned it over 11 times, resulting in 14 points for the Cavs. Second chance points, Detroit 8, the Cavs 7. Brad Sellers, if you start looking at these numbers, this is about as even as you can get.
Yeah, it's an even-up basketball game. And, we're in a great position, I think. We're only down 3 at the half. And so going into the locker room, there's a lot to be said. But I would tell you, when we get defensively active, our activity got us back into the game. And so if we can continue that in the third quarter and put some pressure on the Pistons, try to stop easy shots, easy breakaways, these turnovers that we have. There are 11 turnovers by our guards, leading to the point to that production that they got off of turnovers, the Pistons did. And so we have to take care of this. So that's Donovan turning the ball over. That's James turning the ball over. That's Dennis Schroeder turning the ball over. If we can control that a little bit better, we will bode well better for us down the stretch.
Yeah, those three have combined for 11 of those 13. Now, Donovan has 13 points. He leads the Cavs in scoring. 9 for Evan Mobley. Jared Allen with 8. He got active late in that second quarter. James Harden with 7. Off the bench, Strus with 6. Merrill with 5. The Pistons have 16 from Cade Cunningham. Jalen Duren having a good start tonight, though. He's got 9. And Asar Thompson with 8. We'll keep an eye on him. He nearly got tossed from this game when he really got into Sam Merrill. He got a flagrant foul 1. Many believe it should have been a 2, Brad.
Well, it was so close. He had his hand around his neck. You would have thought that you got a chance at a flagrant 2, but they called it for a quick one. So, nonetheless, we still have to come out and play the basketball game. I think when we're aggressive, Mike, and have a mindset that we're on the attack side of the basketball, we're much better off. That's how we got back in the game late in the second quarter, because our guys got very active offensively. Defensively, getting turn those turnovers into some points, and at least opportunities. So we have to stay that way going into the third quarter.
Yeah, third quarter is going to be huge, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely. I think it really is the time to establish yourself in this game. If you're going to make a run at this game, you don't want the Pistons to get away from you. You want to stay tight and keep the offensive pressure on them. When James is looking at the basket, Donovan's looking at the basket, we're much better off. So we don't want to take our eye off of that prize.
Cavaliers trailing by 3 at the half. They try to wrap this thing up tonight. If they don't, you got to go back to Detroit for a Game 7 Sunday. A win tonight would put the Cavs in New York against the Knicks in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. But a lot of basketball still to be played here at Rocket Arena tonight. Now, one other game in the NBA later tonight. It'll be San Antonio in Minnesota taking on the T-Wolves. And the Wolves have their backs to the wall, down 3-2, but they are at home. Here's Anthony Edwards.
I don't see nobody in the locker room that's too worried. At the end of the day, man, it's another basketball game. So you come out, put your boots on, and get ready to go to war.
And the Spurs, led by their big man, the incredible Victor Wembanyama. Wemby talks about what San Antonio does defensively.
It's an area where you need to be willing to do it and to do the sacrifices and to do the extra effort. And it's been working pretty well. We can get better, but when we're locked in and apply the scouting, we're really, really good.
So the Spurs and Timberwolves tonight, Game 6 in Minnesota. A Minnesota win forces a Game 7 in that series Sunday. Spurs win tonight. They move on to meet the Thunder in the Western Finals. Now, the Knicks have been resting after sweeping the Sixers. They are looking to find out who they're going to meet in the Eastern Conference Finals. Jalen Brunson, though, he's thinking about getting to the finals.
I mean, a lot, but it's something that you can't just continue to dream about. You got to continue to prepare this the way you've been preparing, and obviously find a way to push through.
Download the Cavs app to play Cavs Pick'em, presented by KeyBank. $1,000 in cash will go to the overall playoffs winner, along with over $200 in prizes each game. Head to the Cavs app and play Cavs Pick'em now. Hopefully we'll be seeing Jalen Brunson on Sunday. I know this, you'll be hearing Brad Sellers again at the end of the third quarter, and then, of course, with me on the Cavaliers postgame show tonight, hopefully talking about the Cavs getting through to the conference finals. But they've got to play a big second half of basketball here tonight to try to put the Pistons away here in Game 6. This is the McDonald's Halftime Report. At the half, the Cavaliers are trailing Detroit. It's the Pistons 54, the Cavs 51. We'll send it back to Tim, Jim, and Serena after this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
The best teams have unmistakable identity. They deliver a quality performance every time. At Giant Eagle, fresh is our thing. With produce delivered daily, the finest cuts of meat and seafood, and bakery favorites made on the spot, you always get freshness and quality you can count on. It's who we are. We aim to make game day delicious for every Cavs fan. And we take that seriously, because it matters. Shop freshness for the win at Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Protecting yourself, your loved ones, and your community is more important than ever. And with immunizations at Discount Drug Mart, they're as quick and easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, fill out a short, simple form. You can even do it online. Step 2, stop in and see your friendly pharmacist at your neighborhood Drug Mart pharmacy for flu, shingles, and many other vaccines. You can be in and out quickly and safely. Step 3, you're out the door and heading back home. Simple as that. Discount Drug Mart is your immunization destination.
Don't miss a second of NBA playoff action. If you cut the cord but still want to watch the biggest games, check out Fubo. With over 170 live channels, including ESPN and Fox, you can stream the Cavs and all of your other favorite sports live. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Ready to get started? Try it for free at Fubo.tv. That's Fubo.tv. Let them know, Cavs. Let them know.
ASAP Rocky presents Don't Be Dumb Tour. Live in Cleveland. ASAP Rocky performing at Rocket Arena Friday, May 29th. The new album, Don't Be Dumb, is out now. Get tickets now at rocketarena.com. This is the dumbest tour of all time. ASAP Rocky, presented by Cash App.
Cavs down 3. Detroit leads this one 54-51 at the half. But Detroit at one point had themselves a 12-point lead. So the Cavaliers certainly have torn into that. And now we've got a 3-point ball game as the two teams are out on the floor warming up, getting ready to start the second half of play. Now, if you're looking for a trend, when the Cavaliers are trailing at the half in the playoffs, going back to the Toronto series, trailing at the half, they have a 3-4 record. But at home, they have trailed twice at the half. This will now be number 3, but they are 2-0 at home when trailing at the half. So hopefully some good things to come here in quarters number 3 and 4. Hey, show your support for the Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Harvest for Hunger program. Donate to the Cavs Food Drive, presented by Trusted Sec at greaterclevelandfoodbank.org/Cavs Food Drive. 54-51, Cavs down 3 to Detroit. Quarter number 3 follows this on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Hey Cavs fans, basketball is back and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. SeatGeek.
Home means everything to you. So when rates drop, you don't just sit back. Rocket Mortgage watches the market to help you save money when the time is right. We make refinancing simple and savings even simpler. Never miss a new lower monthly payment with Rocket Mortgage. Learn more at rocketmortgage.com or call 1-800-4ROCKET for cost information and conditions. Conditions apply. Not a commitment to lend. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
The biggest party of the year is here. Zach Brown Band Love and Fear Tour, presented by Margaritaville at Sea. Saturday, July 18th, Rocket Arena. Zach Brown Band. With special guests. Fitz and the Tantrums. Tickets are on sale now at ZachBrownBand.com. Don't miss Zach Brown Band. Love and Fear. Live.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Cavs down 3. Pistons lead it 54-51. Third quarter about to get underway. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones. We're here in the Joe Tate Perch. Down below is Serena Winters. Serena?
caught up with assistant coach Trevor Hendry at the half. Simply asked him what's the message. I love what he said. He said, look, it was take a deep breath and relax. We just got to keep our composure. We know how physical this Detroit team is going to be. We've got to match it, and we have to have an extra emphasis on the glass, guys. So we'll see how they do coming out of this second half.
And Jim, take care of the basketball.
Yep, you're all over it, Tim. And that's the main thing. Because they're scrapping, the calls aren't being made, so protect it.
Detroit with the basketball as we start the second half. Pistons heading towards their own bench. They're going right to left. Cunningham lobbed to Duren. Got it out front to Jenkins. Jenkins back on the left side to Cunningham. Fakes Harden, shoots to three and buries it. So Cade Cunningham now with a 19-point game. 5 3 balls. 57-51. Cavaliers down by 6. They're heading towards their bench. Mobley, right side to Mitchell. 3-ball done. No. Fight for the rebound. Allen has it. Heavy traffic. Allen threw it to the half-court line to Harden. Swings it left side to Mobley. Mobley against Harris. Mobley into the paint. And we're going to have a jump ball between Evan Mobley and Tobias Harris. Cavs with their original 5, Harden, Mitchell, along with Wade, Mobley, and Allen. Detroit going with Jenkins, Harris, Thompson, Cunningham, and Duren. This jump ball will be between Mobley and Tobias Harris. And the ball ricochets around a few times. It's grabbed by Tobias Harris. Harris driving on Mitchell. Harris running the lane, put it up, and good off the glass. As Tobias Harris scoreless in the first half, now with his first 2. Mitchell at the other end draws contact. Oh, they're going to say the foul was before the shot. Boy,
really?
Donovan Mitchell can't believe it as he hit that shot. And they'll call the foul on Duren. There's Jalen Duren, that's his second, but they don't give Mitchell continuation. Cavs down 8, 59-51, 10:50 to go. Third quarter at Rocket Arena. Cavs want to close this series out tonight. Harden out front, gets bumped by Harris into the lane, got it blocked by Duren. Allen got it, and Allen got fouled as he went up, and that'll be on Duren. Zach Zarba with the call. Actually, not sure that's on Duren. I got it on Tobias Harris. So that'll put Jared Allen at the free throw line, shooting 2. Well, Jim, the third quarter in this series has been the Cavs' best quarter, averaging just under 31 points per game. Per period in the third period.
Yeah, and Tim, it's because they made some minor adjustments, and they come out with a little more energy. But the Pistons have flipped it on us, and then being led by Cunningham again.
Allen, after missing the first, hits the second. So the Cavs with their first point here in the third quarter. 59-52, Pistons lead it. 10.5 to go. Here's Cade Cunningham. Comes by Wade. Cunningham in the paint. Wade doesn't buy the fake. Cunningham left side to Thompson. Gives it in the corner to Jenkins, and his 3 is perfect. And again, this is a Detroit team. They trailed Orlando 3-1. So they know what closeout games are about. Harden in the lane, tried to pass it, lost it. And here comes Duren, right side to Harris. Harris driving on Mobley, just ran into Mobley and drew the foul on Evan Mobley. And that'll put Tobias Harris at the free throw line, shooting 2.
Don't argue with him, Mobley. He's not going to change.
So Tobias Harris shooting 2. And now we've got an official timeout. Zach Zarba is walking Evan Mobley towards the Cavalier bench. I think he spots some blood, perhaps, on Evan Mobley's face. So they're going to let Evan Mobley towel that off and try to stop the bleeding with 10:06 to go here in the third quarter of play. Hey, score 30% off the Cavs City Edition collection and jerseys throughout round 2. Now you can shop at Rocket Arena and Pinecrest Center Court locations, or simply go online at Cavs.com/shop. So Evan Mobley has been tended to by Steve Spiro, and it will be Tobias Harris at the free throw line shooting 2. So the Cavaliers had pulled to within 3 at the half. But a quick spurt by the Pistons here in the third quarter of play as they have outscored the Cavs 8-1 and looking to add to that as we will head courtside and check in with Serena Winters. Serena?
Well, Tim, what our listeners can't see as we're watching this also is Evan Mobley has a scratch on his face that's about 8 inches long. He was getting absolutely clobbered in Game 5 when I saw him in the locker room. He was still bleeding. So this has been, just to show you, a very physical series. When we asked him what happened, he said he has been getting hacked in Game 5.
Harris connects on both free throws.
And Tim, the two guys that had struggled in the first half, Jenkins and Harris, have been prime scorers to start this third.
And the Cavs face their biggest deficit at 12. Detroit has matched their biggest lead. Mobley on the left side against Tobias Harris. Evan into the paint. Evan rolling, hooking, missing, but he got fouled by Tobias Harris. And that'll be 3 on Harris. So Harris joins Asar Thompson with 3 fouls. Evan Mobley back to the free throw line. Went 2 of 4 from the line in the second quarter of play. Mobley had a 9-point first half.
Played well.
First free throw good. The other closeout game tonight, Game 6, San Antonio at Minnesota, as the Spurs will look to close that one out on the road. San Antonio with a 3-2 lead in that series. Mobley now in double figures with 10. Missed that second free throw. Rebound Tobias Harris. 64-53. Pistons by 11. Here's Asar Thompson. Left of the lane. Got it out front to Harris. Harris gives it to Thompson in the center circle. Thompson on the handoff to Jenkins. Jenkins comes around Mitchell. Drives. Put it up and in. As he flipped that one in over Jarrett Allen.
Yeah, they must have talked to Jenkins at halftime, Tim, and told him to be more assertive on offense, and he has.
Biggest lead for the Pistons. They're up by 13. 9:16 to go in the third. 66-53. Harden into the paint, draws the foul, and James Harden drew that foul from Tobias Harris. That's going to be 4 on Tobias Harris, and that'll put James Harden at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're working that matchup. Anybody who's going to try to guard Harden in ISO situations is going to have their hands full.
Tobias Harris and James Harden, 32 years in the league combined. Harris with 15. And, of course, James Harden in his 17th year. That's going to get Harris out with those 4 fouls as Karis LeVert will check in. Harden, after going 0 for 2 from the line in the second quarter, hits that first free throw. He now has an 8-point ball game. James Harden is now number 10 in NBA history in playoff scoring. Wow. He surpassed Steph Curry tonight. Harden hit them both, 66-55. Got us back to within 11. Here's Asar Thompson. Thompson outside the three-point arc. Flips it to Duren. Duren against Allen. Duren spinning, driving, missing, and there's Thompson with a dunk for the putback. They didn't box out Asar Thompson. And now the Cavs take time. Again, second chance points as Detroit crashes the offensive boards. Cavs down 13. Pistons lead at 68-55 with 8:50 to go. Third quarter of play at Rocket Arena and on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Here with the Cavaliers, we know what it means to show up strong. And that's exactly what Cleveland Cliffs does every day. Through bold investments in Cleveland and the entire Great Lakes region, Cliffs is building steel that's stronger, lighter, and better for the future. Cliffs is not just raising the bar, they're redefining what it means to lead in the steel industry. Cleveland Cliffs, champions for American steel and proud jersey partner of the Wine and Gold. Learn more at cliffsteel.com.
At Cleveland Clinic, care is everything. So when your primary purpose is to care for the world, you'd start with your community until you're accessible anywhere. You make complexities your specialties and put compassion before anything else, all to redefine what's possible. For everyone, everywhere. For every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
Inspired by Cavs legend Nick Gilbert, the Gilly Project and NFX fund research and raise awareness about neurofibromatosis, or NF, a genetic condition that causes tumors to grow on nerves throughout the body. Despite the challenges of NF, Nick was a light and inspiration throughout his 27 years. Nick's legacy lives on through these organizations and his iconic bow tie, now a symbol of hope for families affected by NF. Help carry on Nick's fight at nfxdetroit.org.
Hon, is your new pinball machine in our budget?
KeyBank will meet you in that our money is now our money moment.
Actually, our banker Steve recommended we start a joint checking account for bills and keep our individual accounts for things like pinball machines.
Did someone say Banker Steve? I was in the neighborhood in case you had any checking account questions.
Steve, you're always there for us. Now, how quickly can we open that account?
Steve, are you seeing this?
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank, member FDIC.
Detroit has their biggest lead of the ball game. Pistons lead the Cavs 68-55 with 8:50 to go, third quarter here at Rocket Arena. Cavaliers with a 3-2 lead in this best-of-7 series, looking to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2018. Of course, for Detroit, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, came in as the #1 seed and coming off a regular season of 60-22. Right now, we're going to check in with Serena Winters, who was poking her head in that Cavaliers huddle during the timeout. Serena?
Yeah, Tim, Donovan Mitchell just said, respond. That's what we have to do. And I thought Max Strus made a great point. He said, look, right now we are all looking at the refs. We have to stop that. Instead, we've got to start it, right? And that starts with our contact. We have to be more physical. And Kenny Atkinson finished it by saying, look, we've just got to get more stops. That's how we're going to win this thing.
Well, Jim, your famous words, leave them alone.
That's right. Leave them alone, man. I led the league for 4 out of 5 years. It means nothing to them if they make their mind up to make a call or not.
Cavaliers.
Poise. They call it poise, don't they?
Cavaliers with Harden, Mitchell, Strus, Allen, and Mobley. Here's Harden at the half-court line. Harden bounce to Allen. Allen comes right down the lane, flipped it up, no, and no foul. Here comes Asar Thompson to the other end. Thompson into the paint, feeds to Cunningham, came up and under with the left hand, and it rolled out, and the ball goes out of bounds off the Cavaliers. Well, they had 3 blue jerseys right there. All 3 of them, I think, touched it.
Come on, guys.
So it'll be Jenkins to inbounds for Detroit, although he steps in just to make sure everybody's on the same page. It will be Danis Jenkins right of the basket. Jenkins looking. Jenkins still looking. Got it out front to Duren. Duren on the bounce to Cunningham. Cunningham with a 19-point game. Cunningham, top of the key, shoots on Harden, missed it. Rebound, Strus on the quick handoff to Harden. Cavs down 13 with the ball. 8:10 to go here in the third. Harden against LeVert. Harden left of the lane. Harden spinning. Shoots. Hits. James Harden with a nice little turnaround jumper. And Harden makes it 68-57.
Stops. All about stops right now.
Under 8 to go. Here's Danis Jenkins. Right corner to Karis LeVert. LeVert against Harden. LeVert into the paint. Got it out front to Jenkins. Looked like LeVert walked. Jenkins draws Harden on a switch. Jenkins left of the lane. Shoots on James. Missed. Rebound Mobley. Cavs with the ball. Down by 11. Donovan Mitchell into the forecourt. Mitchell on the left sideline being chased by LeVert. Mitchell threw it right to Cunningham, but fortunately, Cunningham fumbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, we got lucky on that one. Donovan is being too calculating, Tim. If you're going to go, attack. Attack. Make them react.
Cavaliers will have 14 to shoot. Harden will inbound in front of the Cavalier bench. Harden holding the basketball. Harden looking. Got it right side to Strus. Out front to Allen. Allen in the right corner to Harden. Harden double teamed. Harden over his shoulder to Strus. Bounce to Allen. Left side Mitchell. And he fumbled it out of bounds.
Jared had a dunk, Tim. Come on, guys.
Another Cavalier turnover.
Keep your aggressiveness.
And it just keeps rearing its ugly head. 68-57. Pistons by 11 with 7:21 to go here in the third. Left side of the forecourt, Duren. Duren against Allen. Duren spinning left of the lane, into the lane, shooting on Allen, and it rolled out. Ball loose, grabbed by Harden. Harden over his shoulder to Mobley. Mobley through the center circle. Thompson chasing him. Mobley right of the lane, driving, banking, missing. Rebound grabbed by Danis Jenkins ahead to LeVert. LeVert against Harden, bounced it left side and bounced it right out of bounds.
Thank you, LeVert.
So the team's struggling offensively here for the last couple of moments as the Cavaliers still down by 11. Sam Merrill checks in. Donovan Mitchell will sit down. Dennis Schroeder in. And also sitting down is Evan Mobley. And the Cavaliers now with Schroeder, Merrill, Harden, Strus, and Allen.
Okay, we got some three-point shooters in there. Let's see if we can get it to Merrill or find Strus open.
Cavs 7 of 18 from downtown. Here's Strus, lob on the right side to Allen. Allen, front of the Cavs bench, hands off to Schroeder. Right corner, Strus, max three, in and out. Rebound grab by Jalen Duren.
More in than out.
6.5 to go. Here comes Asar Thompson. Cunningham just knocked down Strus. They say let him play. Cunningham now has it top of the key. Left corner to Thompson. Now Duren knocks down Harden. Thompson with a three. That's a brick. Rebound Allen quickly to Schroeder. Schroeder will bounce to Strus. Strus got it swatted out of bounds by Asar Thompson. Strus asking Zach Zarba, how about the foul on Cunningham? Nothing called. Strus still in the ear of Zach Zarba. And now at the other end, we've got Duren in that catcher's squat at the free throw line at the other end. He's coming out as Paul Reed will check in.
I'd rather see Durham in there than Reed.
He's really made an impact in the games that he's played.
On both ends.
He's been in double digits the last 3 games after he didn't play in the first 2. Cavs down 11 with the ball. And now away from the basketball, we're going to have a foul called on Harden.
Are you serious, Tim? That young kid held him all the way.
Wow.
Look at, he's literally holding him.
Nope. That's a reputation call right there. Asar Thompson with those 2 Defensive Player of the Month awards. And they give him the benefit. As it'll be Piston basketball with under 6 to go in the third. Cunningham, 3-ball left wing, no rebound. James Harden for the Cavaliers. And Harden on the trot into the forecourt. Harden comes by Allen. Harden got fouled out front by LeVert. And that'll put Harden at the free throw line as the Pistons are over the limit. JB with a very demonstrative head flop move right in front of the scorer's table.
Yeah, he works him, Tim. That still doesn't negate it being a foul. And that's what the official was looking at. He literally held him again.
So Harden at the line with the Cavs down 11. 68-57. Well, this has been a choppy third quarter of play. Detroit has outscored the Cavaliers 14-6 here in the third. Harden line right. First free throw rolled around the rim and in.
We'll take it. Just stay with it, guys. Stay with it.
And Harden now with 12.
Got to get this thing down to 5, Tim. Got to break that double digit.
Harden spins that basketball. Second toss. Got it. And James Harden, after missing 2 in the first half, now 4 of 4 here in the third quarter. Cavs within 9. Cunningham up the left side against Strus. Cunningham to the baseline. Fade away. No. Offensive rebound. Paul Reed. Reed just pushes off Allen, who then blocked the shot. Out of there with it, Harden. Down the floor to Schroeder. He got it blocked. Ball grabbed by Allen. Flipped it up and in. Jared Allen with the putback. Cavaliers within 7. Pistons timeout. 68-61. Cavs trail. 5:24 to go, third quarter on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Here with the Cavaliers, we know what it means to show up strong. And that's exactly what Cleveland Cliffs does every day. Through bold investments in Cleveland and the entire Great Lakes region, Cliffs is building steel that's stronger, lighter, and better for the future. Cliffs is not just raising the bar, they're redefining what it means to lead in the steel industry. Cleveland Cliffs, champions for American steel and proud jersey partner of the Wine and Gold. Learn more at cliffsteel.com.
At Cleveland Clinic, the mission is to create a healthier world. So you give every life the best chance to thrive. You tackle health issues at the root of their cause. You go beyond your walls to make theirs a little safer. And when it's all said and done, you reinvest everything to keep bettering the world. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Disney's Descendants, Zombies, and Camp Rock Worlds Collide Tour is coming. Celebrate hit songs from the movies, performed live, starring Malachi Barton, Liamani Segura, Dara Renee, Makana Knife, Hudson Stone, Sway Mbatia, Kiara Romero, and Alexandro Bird. More worlds will collide in a new, bigger show. October 25th at Rocket Arena. Get tickets now at worldscollidetour.com.
Smell rotten eggs, hear a hissing sound, or see bubbling water or blowing dirt? That could be a natural gas leak. Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. And remember, if you're building a fence or planting a vegetable garden, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Whether you're an individual or a contractor, it's simple and free. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more information, visit enbridgegas.com/Ohio/safety.
Cavaliers have put some juice back in the crowd. 68-61. Cavs have pulled to within 7. 5:24 to go third quarter here at Rocket Arena. At one point, Detroit was up by 13 in this period, so the Cavaliers have pretty much cut that in half. And, of course, Cavs playoffs presented by Redfin are here. And we want you to be a part of the action, so visit Cavs.com/playoffs. Jim, what'd you see in that spurt by the Cavaliers that forced the Pistons timeout?
You're all over it, Tim, but you've been analyzing the game to the point where we're waiting. We're waiting for that next level for the Cavaliers to come up, and that's what happens. The amount of pressure on this Pistons team, tremendous amount of pressure, and they're not reacting too well at it. Hollering at the officials during timeouts, during the game, being overly zealous. You have to stay with it. And that's what the Cavs are doing right now, staying with it. Just stay competitive. At some point, they'll break.
Cavaliers take the floor with Schroeder, Harden, Merrill, Strus, and Allen. Detroit with the basketball, going right to left, heading towards their bench. And here's Danis Jenkins across the half-court line with Schroeder right in his shirt. Jenkins left side to LeVert, tosses it up top to Reed. Cunningham out of the ball game. Reed left of the lane. Reed spinning, gave it to LeVert. LeVert double teamed on the baseline. LeVert now 4 on the clock. LeVert unloads a 3, missed it. Offensive rebound. Reed, could he save it in? He did to Robinson. Ball came free to Asar Thompson. Wow. Thompson in the paint to Reed. Reed will drive, flip, rolls on the rim, and finally drop through. And a chance for an and one for Paul Reed.
Yeah, that's been a tough matchup for us, Tim, all this series. He's really a forward, but he's so mentally tough. He can play the pivot in the middle of the floor, and he's got a great touch around the hoop.
Bucket by Reed puts the lead back to 9 at 70-61. I don't recall watching a ball just hang on the rim like that.
Yeah, that goes beyond just having touch.
I could have gone and gotten a hot dog. Reed hits the free throw to make it 71-61. Pistons by 10. Schroeder up the left sideline for the Cavaliers. Schroeder on the left side. Gives it off to Strus. Swings it right wing to Harden. Harden holding the basketball. 10 on the shot clock. Harden fighting through a Merrill screen. Will get Asar Thompson with his 4th foul. Asar Thompson picks up his 4th. J.B. Bickerstaff in the ear of Zach Zarba, as is Asar Thompson.
Well, Thompson plays on the edge, Tim. He knows he's holding, he's grabbing, and he's challenging the officials to either blow the whistle or let me play.
Harden's first free throw, perfect. James Harden now with 14 points in the ball game. 7 here in the third quarter after he had a 7-point first half. Harden coming off that double-double game in game 4, 24 points, 11 assists, then had 30 and 8 on Wednesday night. Second free throw, good for James Harden. So Harden now 6 of 6 at the line here in the third. Those two get the Cavs back to within 8, 71-63, 4.5 to go, third quarter. LeVert tosses it to Cade Cunningham.
He's only got 3 points this half.
Cunningham, left wing to Duncan Robinson. His 3, dead on. Duncan Robinson gets the 3-ball. That's his second of the game. He's got 8 points in the contest. Cavs down by 11, 74-63. Detroit shooting it well from downtown, 10 of 24. Harden, right wing Merrill. Sam with a 3. Got it! Sam Merrill. Sweet! From the right sideline. And Merrill with his second 3. Cavs right back to within 8 at 74-66. Under 4 to go here in the third. Here's LeVert against Schroeder. LeVert left to the lane, hits the brakes, bounce to Jenkins. Back on the left side to LeVert. Left to the key to Reed. He'll shoot and roll out. Rebound grabbed by Merrill. Quickly to Harden. Cavs down 8. Harden up the right side. Harden against Reed. Fires it to Schroeder. Left wing to Merrill. Fakes the pass. Left to the lane. Drive. Scores. Sam Merrill gets the Cavaliers to within 6. Merrill now with 10. That's his high in the series. Cunningham into the forecourt. Cavaliers within 6. They work it around right side. LeVert has it on the wing. Drops it down low to Reed. Reed against Merrill. Reed with his back to the basket. Reed banging into Merrill. Put it up. Blocked at the rim by Allen. But the foul will go on Sam Merrill.
But a good thing that Jarrett blocked that shot, Tim. That would have been an and 1. Better to give up a possible 2 than a 3.
So Merrill now picks up his 4th foul. That'll put Reed at the line, and with Reed shooting 2, we'll pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. Paul Reed misses the first free throw.
And he missed it badly, Tim. He missed that badly.
Mitchell checks in. Harden will sit down.
Solid minutes by Harden in the quarter, Tim.
Harden with 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Donovan Mitchell scoreless here in the second half of play. Still sitting on 13. That's what he had at the intermission. Reed line left, basket in front of the Piston bench. Down to our left, Paul Reed's second toss is good. So Reed splits the pair. Cavs down 7. 3 minutes to go here in the third. 75-68. Mobley at the half-court line. Picked up by Reed. Mobley on the handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell, top of the key against LeVert. Mitchell into the paint. Flipped it up with the right hand. Missed it. Mitchell got it back. Put it up. No. Rebound out of bounds, and it went off Paul Reed.
I like the fight. Strus saved it. I like where Donovan's going, Tim. He's in attack mode. He's going to figure this thing out.
Here's Mitchell. Tried to get it in. Got it to Mobley. Evan, 3. No. Rebound Strus. Left side Schroeder. 3-ball up and off the back of the rim. Boy, it looked good when it left his hand. LeVert with the rebound. Got it to Cunningham. Back to LeVert. LeVert, left side to Marcus Sasser, who's now in for Detroit. Sasser tosses it out front to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham picks up Merrill. Cunningham bangs into Merrill. Cunningham, top of the key, right of the lane, to the baseline. Cunningham, left side, LeVert. 3-ball is up. No. Rebound knocked out front to LeVert. Gave it to Robinson, and his 3 is perfect.
Come on, Cavs. You worked too hard for that possession.
Cavs down 10. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Schroeder, right side. Schroeder got hit, threw it up, no. Rebound, Mobley. Mobley had it knocked out of his hands by Reed, and it went off Mobley out of bounds.
And no call again, Tim. The officials just standing there watching the play. Keep your heads together, Cavs. Keep playing.
Cavs down 10. Pistons lead it 78-68. 1:48 to go, third quarter of play. Here's Cunningham in the center circle. Cunningham. Lob left side to Robinson, in the middle to Reed. Got away with a walk and flipped it up and in. So Reed now with 10. His fourth straight double-digit game. And the Cavs are down 12, 80-68. Schroeder out front to Mobley. Swings it sideline left to Strus. Back in the middle to Schroeder. Schroeder, right of the lane. Schroeder, left corner Merrill. Quick flick. No, rebound out of bounds, and it went off Paul Reed.
And we'll take the second shot opportunity. Cavs then they're trying to get that offensive rebound. Keep your poise. Run your offense.
Cavs down 12 with 1:17 to go here in the third. Schroeder, sideline right to Mobley. Mobley rolling into the paint, rolling into Reed, up with the left hand, and rolling it home.
I like it, Mo.
So Evan Mobley, that's his first field goal here in the third. Gets the Cavs to within 10, 80-70. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Pistons with the basketball and the 10-point lead. Cunningham out front, Robinson. Robinson against Merrill. Desperation three, no. Offensive rebound, Reed. Banks, no. Rebound, Mobley. Gave it to Schroeder, quickly to Mitchell. Cavs down 10, 45 seconds to go as Mitchell crosses the half-court line. Mitchell on the right wing against Robinson. Donovan, right of the lane, flipped it up, no. He got knocked down, no whistle. Out of there with it, Robinson gives it off to Cunningham. Back to Robinson. Robinson steps left, fires in the lane to a wide-open Reed, who laid it in. Reed with the layup. And the Cavs are down 12. They can pretty much run it out. Here's Mitchell at the half-court line. Mitchell against Karis LeVert. They know each other very, very well from their time together in Cleveland. Mitchell on the left sideline, 5 on the clock. Mitchell with a crossover, left of the lane, bounce to Mobley. Mobley had it knocked away by Reed, no foul, 4 on the clock. Sasser against Merrill. Sasser into the lane, floats and scores as the buzzer sounds. So Detroit closes out the third with a flurry. And the Cavaliers are down 14 as we go to the fourth. 84-70, Pistons lead it. 3 quarters in the book at Rocket Arena and on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Pump up the volume. Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Some moments you never forget, like the buzzer beater that brought the house down.
Cavs out of timeout. Strus into Mobley. Back to Max. Half-court shot. Good! Good! He hit it! Cavs win!
Being a part of Cavs United presented by KeyBank means more than just a seat for tip-off. It's legacy, family, and it's your all-access pass to memories at Rocket Arena that'll last a lifetime. Join Cavs United for the 2026-2027 season and create more moments that matter together. Visit Cavs.com/enroll today.
That's the sound of a perfect paint project with Sherwin-Williams. Whether your next color play is a slam dunk statement like edgy gold or a smooth and rich touch like fine wine, Sherwin-Williams has the perfect hue to up your game. And with delivery available on qualifying orders, your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams has everything you need to bring your vision to life. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Visit rocksports.com to stay up to date on everything you need to know about your Cleveland Cavaliers, Monsters, Charge, high school football, and so much more. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Watch rocksports.com, the home for Ohio sports fans.
Detroit has their biggest lead of the ball game. They're up by 14, 84-70 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter here at Rocket Arena. Game 6 in this Eastern Conference semifinal. Before we start this final period, let's take a look at how the Cavs can bring it home tonight at Rocket Arena. And Bring It Home is presented by Rocket. We're checking in with Brad Sellers.
Well, Tim and Jim, if we want to bring it home, we're going to have to chip away at this lead slowly but surely. You got 12 minutes to kind of figure it out. We got to stop their bench guys. The bench guys have consistently through this series come off the bench and done damage to us. So we've got to get a handle on them. Also, we need to go back and be played very assertively. We got to go after them. We have to be aggressive, and we have to have the desire to take this thing through the tape.
Bring It Home presented by Rocket. And Jim, that bench scoring is certainly heavily in favor of Detroit.
Yes, it is. 35-16, Tim. And what they're doing, they're playing their athletes. They're playing LeVert, they're playing Sasser, they're playing Reed. Man, it's good to see Durham back in the game.
Well, Reed has been a thorn in the side of the Cavaliers. Cavs put Harden back in the ballgame to start the fourth. They're down by 14, 84-70. Here's Mobley right of the key on the handoff to Merrill. Merrill back to Mobley, back to Sam. 3-ball Sam, no. Rebound grab by Karis LeVert. Looked like Sam rushed that shot.
Yeah, he was trying to make the big play, but he'll get some more looks.
Detroit with the basketball. They lead it by 14 early fourth quarter here at Rocket Arena. Cunningham out front. Robinson, his three, perfect. There's Duncan Robinson again hurting the Cavs from downtown. Fourth 3-ball in the ball game. Here's Mitchell, right corner to Mobley. Evan with a three, good.
Thank you, Evan.
Mobley answers back. Boy, Evan looked comfortable. He shot that from a rocking chair.
Yeah, we need a couple more of those, big fella.
87-73. Cavs back to within 14. Here's Cunningham in the center circle. Cunningham gets right by Merrill into the paint, draws contact, and they get Cade Cunningham with a double dribble. Call made by Nick Booker.
Thank you, Nick.
And Cade Cunningham really in the ear of Nick Booker.
They don't make that call often.
And Mobley will inbound to Harden. Cavs down 14 early fourth. Here's Mitchell, left of the lane. Mitchell out front to Harden. Harden against Robinson. Harden into the paint. Topside Mobley. Evan three. That one missed. And the rebound's grabbed by LeVert. Cavs had a couple of great looks. They passed them up. Cunningham goes right by Harden. Drives. No. Rebound Wade. Wade off to Harden. Harden up the left side. Harden driving to the basket. Flipped it up. No. Foul on Karis LeVert.
Yeah, he caught LeVert on that island, Tim, and took it right to the rim.
This is foul number 8, Karis LeVert. His third.
So here's James Harden at the free throw line, shooting 2. 10:31 to go, fourth quarter of play. Cavaliers, when they have trailed going into the fourth quarter in this year's playoffs, they are 1-5, but 1-0 at home. So let's see if they can match that here tonight. Harden's first free throw bounced around the rim, but went through.
Tim, the thing about it, you have to stay with it. You have to stay with it on both ends. Stay in attack mode. Biggest difference, you and I have been talking about it all night, is second chance shots and those darn turnovers.
Harden spinning that basketball, looking to get the Cavs to within 12. Second one, perfect.
Okay.
Well, Harden goes 2 for 2. He's 8 of 8 in the second half from the line. So after trailing by 17, Cavs have cut it to 12. Out front, Sasser, 3, good. Boy, Marcus Sasser, where has this come from? He now has a 7-point ball game. Third-year player. Makes it 90-75. Harden in the middle to Wade. Drops it behind him to Mitchell. Mitchell driving on Robinson. Mitchell up high off the glass, and it bounced in. Donovan's first points here in the second half.
Well, maybe that'll get him going, Tim.
Makes it 90-77. Under 10 minutes to go. Pistons by 13. Trying to send this back to Detroit on Sunday. Sasser left of the lane. Fadeaway, good. And Marcus Sasser with a jumper. He's got 9. 92-77. Mitchell pulls up, 3-ball. Got it! Donovan Mitchell. gets the Cavaliers to within 12 at 92-80. But the Cavaliers need to get some stops. LeVert into the forecourt. Timeout. Pistons.
Yeah, JB sees the mood changing, Tim.
Cavs down 12, 92-80, 9:26 to go. Fourth quarter, Rocket Arena. Timeout. Pistons. We'll take a break on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Don't miss a second of NBA playoff action. If you cut the cord but still want to watch the biggest games, check out Fubo. With over 170 live channels, including ESPN and Fox, you can stream the Cavs and all of your other favorite sports live. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Ready to get started? Try it for free at Fubo.tv. That's Fubo.tv. Let them know, Cavs. Let them know.
The best teams have unmistakable identity. They deliver a quality performance every time. At Giant Eagle, fresh is our thing. With produce delivered daily, the finest cuts of meat and seafood, and bakery favorites made on the spot, you always get freshness and quality you can count on. It's who we are. We aim to make game day delicious for every Cavs fan. And we take that seriously, because it matters. Shop freshness for the win at Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cavs fans, if you've ever wanted a real piece of the game, this is your moment. The Cleveland Cavaliers and the Realists have teamed up to bring authentic game-used items to fans throughout the season. Be the first to know when new collections go live, get access to bid on exclusive items, and stay connected to the moments that matter. Visit Cavs.com/memorabilia to learn more, or text REAL to 30594 to join the list and never miss your shot at owning a piece of the game.
Hey Cavs fans, basketball is back and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. SeatGeek.
Pushes off Allen, who then blocks the shot. Out of there with it, Harden. Down the floor to Schroeder. He got it blocked. Ball grabbed by Allen. Flipped it up and in. Jared Allen with the putback. Cavaliers within 7. Jared Allen with the block shot to get that sequence started. Jared Allen, by the way, has now had a block in 12 straight games, as he has made his presence known at the defensive end. And for every block made by a Cavalier, KeyBank donates $25 to the Cavaliers Community Foundation. Cavs down 12. Pistons lead it 92-80, 9:26 to go. Fourth quarter here at Rocket Arena. Cavaliers with a win tonight not only would send this crowd into a frenzy, would send the Cavaliers to New York for Game 1 against the Knicks on Sunday. If Detroit can hang on, it goes back to Detroit for Game 7 on Sunday. Let's check in with Serena.
Tim, Donovan Mitchell sat down in Kenny Atkinson's chair before he came over, and he said, I don't care how we do it or what happens, but the one thing we have to do for these next 9 minutes and 30 seconds is play with force. So we'll see if they come out of that huddle and do that, guys.
Here we go. Detroit basketball off the timeout. Cunningham throws it into Duren. Duren gave it back to Cunningham. Cunningham on the left side against Wade. Cunningham between his legs on the dribble, steps left, shoots a 3, missed it. Long rebound. Asar Thompson has it. Another offensive rebound. Thompson got it out front to Sasser. Boy, Sasser's had a night. Sasser against Harden. Sasser had it poked away by Harden. Ball loose on the floor. Scramble for it. Shot clock ran out. Didn't matter. Wade hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell driving on Cunningham. Tried to dunk it. Missed it. No foul called. Mitchell ends up in a heap at the other end. Thompson out front to Sasser. So Donovan went for the dunk. Now they work at left corner. Jenkins, his 3. No. Rebound Strus. Cavs still down 12. Strus ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell on the right side. Mitchell, right of the lane. Mitchell bodied up, floats, missed. Mitchell got it back, put it up, no. And the rebound grabbed by Cade Cunningham. So it's Detroit ball. Jenkins against Mitchell. Jenkins on the left side. Jenkins got it out front to Duren. Duren with 10 on the shot clock. Duren against Mobley. Duren left of the lane, spinning, putting it up, and muscling it in. And Jalen Duren's in double figures with 11, and the Cavs are down 14. 8 minutes to go. And Sar Thompson has just picked up his 5th foul. Thompson was bodying up Harden at the half-court line. So Asar Thompson, the top defender for the Pistons, will now sit down with those 5 fouls.
And Tim, he's the difference maker for this team. Steals, second shot opportunities, hustle, athleticism, huge loss with 8 minutes to go.
Harden threw it into Mobley, gave it right back to James Harden. Harden with under 8 to go. Harden, top of the three-point arc. Harden against Jenkins. Harden into the paint, threw it down low to Mobley. Pow with 2 hands.
Okay.
So Mobley with the dunk.
Just keep playing.
Cavs within 12, 94-82, 7:38 to go in Cleveland. Here's Cunningham on the left side. Cunningham into the paint, flipped it up, no, and he got bailed out on a foul call.
Was he on the ground?
They got that one on Max Strus. And for Strus, that will be his 3rd. As Cade Cunningham heads to the free throw line. Cade has not yet shot a free throw tonight. And he only had a 3-ball in the 3rd quarter. He's got 19 points. He had 16 at the half. You know, the Cavaliers Community Foundation invests in organizations that support youth in Northeast Ohio. More than $27 million has been granted through the CCF to local nonprofits. Support the efforts. Go to Cavs.com/community foundation. Cade Cunningham was allowed to take a nap before he shot his first free throw. Boy, they waited a long time to give him the basketball. And this Cunningham's first one is good.
Yes, they did, Tim. And tonight it's been the Pistons bench that has made the difference.
For Detroit, this is their 13th playoff game. Cade Cunningham has had 20 or more in 12 of the 13. As he hits that first free throw for 20 points tonight. Second one, good. And Cade Cunningham now with 21. Cavs again down by 14. Detroit, for a brief moment, had a 17-point lead here in the 4th. Harden up the right side, bounces off Cunningham, got it out front to Wade, tosses it right back to James Harden. Harden against Tobias Harris.
4 fouls on Tobias.
Harden, 3, bullseye! James Harden. He's got a 20-point ball game. 3-ball makes it an 11-point game. Keep in mind the Cavs were down 9 with 3 minutes to go in Detroit. 7 minutes left. Pistons by 11 with the ball. Here's Cade Cunningham. Cunningham against Donovan Mitchell. Cunningham backs up. Now on the move. Left of the lane, into the lane. Shot it, missed it. Offensive rebound, Duren. Out front to Harris. Harris lobbing the lane to Duren. Duren spinning and flipping it in. Second chance points. And Jalen Duren now with 13. Cavs down 13. Harden on the left side. Wide open 3. In and out. Rebound Strus. In traffic. Got it blocked. Rebound Wade. Out front Harden. 3-ball. No, he got knocked down. No foul. Ball pushed back out to Mitchell. In the lane. Shot puts. No. Ball tapped out front to Harden. Harden with 12 on the clock. Harden against Cunningham. Foul on Cade Cunningham. Second foul on Cade Cunningham.
But Tim, they've been letting them hold Harden all game. Now they're blowing the whistle for him. And I like what's happening. Harden still in attack mode.
Here comes Paul Reed in the game for Detroit. And Karis LeVert checking in. Duren will sit down. And Danis Jenkins. Harden will inbound to the left of the Cavalier bench. James Harden with a 20-point, 6-rebound, 4-assist game. Cade Cunningham with some parting words for Zach Zarba.
They all do.
Here's Harden looking through it. Oh, Wade slipped down. There was a wet spot on the floor, and Wade just lost his footing. Loose ball. Tobias Harris, who has a dunk at the other end, and the Cavs take time. Harden was throwing it into Wade. There was a wet spot on the floor. Wade simply slipped down, and Tobias Harris grabbed the ball, dunked at the other end, and Detroit is up 15. Timeout Cavs, 6:07 to go. We'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audioverse. Harden, top of the key, bounce to Mobley, pow! Oh, a no-look bounce from James Harden to Evan Mobley.
The 2026 Cleveland Cavaliers playoffs presented by Redfin are here, and we want to see you at Rocket Arena.
8 on the shot clock. Mitchell steps left, 3. Tiger! Donovan Mitchell doing special, magnetic Donovan Mitchell things.
Secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at Cavs.com/playoffs.
Hey, you mind keeping it down up there, please?
KeyBank will meet you in that I need new neighbors moment.
Rick, it's your mortgage loan officer, Beth. I was in the neighborhood and wanted to let you know your home loan application's been approved.
Beth, you're always there for me, and not a moment too soon.
Are your neighbors bowling with grand pianos again?
And apparently raising livestock?
Ew. For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 399797.
Your summer starts here in the all-new, all-hybrid Toyota RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now through June 1st, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 26 RAV4. Or lease a well-equipped RAV4 LE for just $299 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Cleveland Clinic, care is everything. So when your primary purpose is to care for the world, you'd start with your community until you're accessible anywhere. You make complexities your specialties and put compassion before anything else, all to redefine what's possible. For everyone, everywhere. For every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
.07 to go. Boy, Cavs coming off a real tough break. As Harden throwing it into Wade, Dean just flat slipped and went down, and Tobias Harris with a dunk at the other end, and all of a sudden the Cavs are down 15, 100-85 with 6:07 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. You know, SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cavs, whether buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or any live event in the land. SeatGeek is the place to do it. Boy, a couple of big numbers, Jim. Detroit, second chance points, 18-12, and look at those paint points, 44-26.
And the paint points are what scares me the most, Tim. They were more physical than us, and that's where they're going, where the money is, in the paint. But the Cavs just need to put a couple of things together. Couple of stops and a couple of scores, and you watch how the attitude changes with the Pistons.
Here's Jared Allen on the right wing. Allen will lob it to Harden. Harden right in front of the Cavalier bench. Harden with his back to the basket. Gave it to Mitchell. Right wing 3. No. Rebound. Reed took it away from Jared Allen. So Detroit with the basketball. Out front, Tobias Harris. Harris gave it off to Danis Jenkins. Jenkins directing traffic. Jenkins comes around Reed. Jenkins running the lane, pulls up and hits.
Too easy.
Jenkins with 9, and you can sense the air coming out of Rocket Arena. Detroit has matched their biggest lead. They're up by 17. Mobley, top of the three-point arc. Mobley lobs it at the half-court line to Harden. Harden hemmed in front of the scorer's table. Now he got a screen. Lobs it to Mobley in the paint, and then Mobley got fouled as he went up as Karis LeVert prevented the layup for LeVert. And it'll be his 4th foul, and it puts Evan Mobley at the free throw line.
You know, that was a play. That high dribble screen is what they've been milking for the last 2.5 games with Mobley and Harden. They've got to get back to that because on Mobley's catch, everybody's collapsing, and it's going to open up something on the perimeter for guys like Strus. It did in Game 5. Got to execute that. Got to make it work.
Well, the Cavaliers now down 16 as Mobley hit the first. He's got an 18-point ball game. So if Detroit holds on here as Mobley missed the second, and we certainly appear to be in terrific shape. Game 7 will be Sunday back at Little Caesars Arena. Here's Danis Jenkins. Bounce on the right side to Tobias Harris. Cunningham and Asar Thompson back in for Detroit. Harris baseline right against Harden. Harris left corner to Reed. Reed 2 on the clock, heading to the bucket. Reed up and under, and he laid it in. He has been a Cavalier killer, and it's 104-86. Harden at the other end, 3, good. James Harden hits the 3 ball.
I hear you, James.
104-89. Harden now with a 23-point game, 8 in the 4th. But Detroit's feeling pretty good right now. They're up by 15. Here's Asar Thompson. Thompson right of the key to the foul line. Left corner Jenkins, 3 ball. Danis, that one missed. Rebound grab by Harden. 4:10 left. Harden will walk the ball across the half-court line. Comes across Mobley. Harden against Harris. They know each other well from their Philly days. Harden into the paint. Bounce down low to Allen, and it's knocked out of Jared's hands, out of bounds.
Yeah, anytime James can get in that middle of the floor, Tim, then he's got options. That time he tried to find Jared.
The Cavs are running out of clock. 3:58 to go. Down 15 as Jalen Duren will check back in. Paul Reed will sit down. Reed did not play in the first 2 games. Since then, he's had games of 11, 15, 10, and 14. And now Reed is actually staying in. They're going to get Tobias Harris out.
We'll give him more time, really.
As James Williams just holds on to the basketball. And now James Harden in front of the Cavalier bench will inbound. Right wing to Allen, hands it to Mitchell. And now Allen got knocked down by Asar Thompson, and his night is over. Asar Thompson is just fouled out of the basketball game. And Thompson sees his night conclude as he's in the ear of Nick Booker. That'll put Jared Allen at the free throw line. Been a quiet night for Jared Allen. 11 points, 8 rebounds. But you never felt like he was a presence in this game, Jim.
No, they didn't go to him much. And if you're going to establish our bigs, you need to go to them early. And what does establish mean? A chance to get the opposition's front line in foul trouble and a chance to get them feeling good about themselves. All of that is so important. But down the stretch here, a lot of things that we couldn't overcome. But this baby, if you can get it down to 8 with 2 minutes to go, we've been there before.
As Allen hits both free throws, he had to roll the second one around the rim and in, but it's 104-91. Sure, J.B. Bickerstaff doesn't feel comfortable. Pistons by 13 with 3:48 to go. Here's Cunningham at the half-court line against Max Strus. Cunningham. Lob out front to LeVert. LeVert left corner. Jenkins, 3 ball. Got it. Danis Jenkins. Well, earlier in this series here in Cleveland, he had games of 2 and 2. Not tonight. He's got 12. 107-91. Mitchell tried to bounce it down low, and it's deflected out of bounds by Karis LeVert.
Yeah, Harden was to his left, Tim. He was wide open.
Timeout big 3 taken by the Cavaliers. They're down 16. 107-91. 3:25 to go, fourth quarter here at Rocket Arena. So with a Cavalier timeout, we'll take a wild card timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
That first year in your new home matters. With preferred pricing, Redfin and Rocket Mortgage make the path to your next home easier. When you buy with a Redfin agent and finance through Rocket Mortgage, you can lower your interest rate by 1% for 1 year or choose up to $6,000 in closing credits. See how it works at rocketmortgage.com or call 800-4ROCKET. Additional terms apply, not a commitment to lend. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
That's the sound of a perfect paint project with Sherwin-Williams. Whether your next color play is a slam dunk statement like edgy gold or a smooth and rich touch like fine wine, Sherwin-Williams has the perfect hue to up your game. And with delivery available on qualifying orders, your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams has everything you need to bring your vision to life. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cavs down 16, 107-91, 3:25 to go, fourth quarter. And we certainly appear to be on our way to a Game 7 in Detroit on Sunday. The start time for that game has not been announced. Now, here's the interesting scenario. If the Cavs had won tonight, yes, Game 1 would have been Sunday against the Knicks. Game 2 would have been Tuesday in New York. But then there would have been 3 days off between games 2 and 3, which game 3 would have been here at Rocket Arena a week from tomorrow. Now, if the Cavaliers go to Detroit and beat the Pistons in game 7, that Knicks series starts on Tuesday, would go to Thursday, and then Saturday. So you're right back into the every other day situation. So that's another real negative to seeing this one perhaps slip through their fingers.
Yeah, it is, Tim, because fatigue is always a factor. This particular series has been so physical that both of these teams are tired. It's all about guts right now.
And each team will be looking at their second straight 7-game series. Detroit had to rally from 3-1 down to Orlando to win that series in 7. And certainly if things progress the way they are right now at Rocket Arena with the Pistons up 16, they will have a second straight 7-game series, as will the Cavaliers. Let's check in with Serena Winters. No, I looked down at Serena. She's shaking her head no. No, Tim, I'm good. All right, we're good up here in the Joe Tate perch as well. That's called working on the fly. Here we go. Strus out front with a 3. It's short. Rebound grab by Tobias Harris. So Max Strus, after having a terrific 20-point game in Game 5, had 2 3-balls in the second quarter tonight, and that's been it. And we're down to 3:05 left. Cunningham, 3, no. Offensive rebound. Duren flipped it up, spun it around the rim and in.
He's had a better game. This is his best game, Tim.
By far. That matches his playoff high this year of 15 points. Cavs down 18 with 2:48 to go. Harden steps right, 3, short, rebound Duren. And a lot of folks are heading to the exits. Detroit with their biggest lead. They're up by 18, 109-91, 2.5 to go here at Rocket Arena. Jenkins got it out front to Cunningham. Cunningham, left wing Jenkins. He'll measure a 3 and hit it. Boy, Danis Jenkins now with 15 points in the ball game. As Danis Jenkins, after struggling the 2 games here at Rocket Arena in games 3 and 4, not tonight. He's got 15, including 3 3-balls. And the Cavs take time, and I think right here, Kenny Atkinson will simply empty the bench. So, we're heading to Detroit for a Game 7 on Sunday with the Pistons up 112-91 with 2:21 to go, fourth quarter of play. Jim, overall, how and why did this happen tonight as you kind of look at this in an overall perspective?
Tim, there's a few things that happened. The first thing was getting out of that first quarter when I think we had a 2-point lead and a whole bunch of what we call razzle-dazzle stuff happens, and they lead after the first period 27-25 on a hostile court in a game they had to win. That was a confidence builder. The second thing, I'm going to be honest with you, was the officiating. We couldn't get a call until maybe midway in the middle of the third quarter when they started blowing the whistle like they were trying to make it even. And it's a lot to overcome when a team is being physical with you, and you can't be physical with them unless you're drawing fouls. Now, at the end of the game, if you look at the stat sheet, it'll look like it was even, but it wasn't even. In crucial points in the game, they had an advantage, and they took advantage of it.
So, indeed, Kenny Atkinson has run up the white flag as Craig Porter Jr., Keon Ellis, Thomas Bryant, Jalen Tyson seeing his first minutes tonight, and Naquan Tomlin are on the floor. Tyson comes underneath the basket, sideline right to Tomlin. Tomlin out front to Keon Ellis in the right corner to Tyson, drives by LeVert. Tyson from the baseline floats and scores. And Jalen Tyson, again, didn't see the floor until 2 minutes were left. Makes it 112-93. So it will be a confident Pistons team that the Cavaliers will encounter. There's Keon Ellis with a steal. Ellis to the other end, drives by Cunningham, and then Cunningham poked it out of Keon Ellis's hands, out of bounds. And now J.B. Bickerstaff will get Marcus Sasser. Well, now they're going to say it did go off the Cavaliers. So it'll be Detroit basketball. Don't forget Mike Snyder, Brad Sellers coming up on the post-game show. We'll recap this one and set the stage for Game 7 in Detroit. That will be on Sunday. As the Cavaliers aren't able to get it done here at home. Here's Marcus Sasser. Boy, what a night for Sasser. He is a plus 25. And Sasser on the right side gave it to Reed. Well, Reed has done some damage. He's going to shoot a three and hit it.
Yep. He was the difference, Tim. I thought that Reed, out of anybody coming off that bench, he was the difference maker. Reed had some shots, the whole thing.
Reed has a playoff career high of 17. Bryant with a three. That didn't hit anything. Rebound loose on the floor. LeVert was battling Tyson, and Tyson picks up the foul. So with 1:03 left, Danis Jenkins will call it a night as Chaz Lanier will check in for Detroit.
Outstanding game for Jenkins.
He sure did. 15 points in the ball game, and as we said, Danis Jenkins really did some damage. Here's Sasser. Talk about it. Young man that hurt the Cavaliers tonight. He'll toss it to Reed. Reed banging into Bryant, and then Reed just fumbled it out of bounds. So it'll be Cavs ball with 41.9 to go. The Cavaliers will have to lick their wounds and show some resiliency and try to get Game 7 on the road in Detroit. Jalen Tyson into the paint, got it out front to Tomlin. Tomlin bounces into Holland, flipped it down low to Bryant. He'll miss a hook shot. Rebound Tomlin, no, but Tomlin fouled with 24.3 to go. Cavaliers coming into tonight's game when they were up 3-2 in a series, 12-1 to win the series. So we'll see how it unfolds on Sunday in Detroit.
Another chance to get to the conference final. That's the way I would look at it if I was out there. Another opportunity.
Karis LeVert will sit down for the Pistons. 8-point game against his former team. Tomlin at the line for the Cavs missed that first free throw. Naquan hits the second. And so Detroit can pretty much run it out. There literally is a half-second difference. Sasser crosses the half-court line. So Sasser double-teamed at the half-court line, lobs it left side to Holland. Holland against Tyson. Holland gave it back to Sasser. Sasser on the left wing, double teamed. Sasser, 2 on the shot clock, 1 on the shot clock. 24-second shot clock violation. Oh, now we got Sasser and Tyson jawing at one another. There's only 0.3 to go in the game.
Why? Why get fined now?
Zach Zarba has to step in there. With 0.3 on the clock,